just on the precipice of not needing like an atlas or a road map in your car anymore, you know. So I used it maybe like twice in my life before. The first thing we had was just like a dedicated GPS device. Yeah, and that was shortly after I started driving. So
yeah, I wasn't. I mean, so I grew up with the atlas. Like, Ryan pointed me to a job lately, and in my actual cover letter, and to describe how nerdy I was like, my two favorite books as a kid were National Geographic and the Atlas. So I'm very familiar with the Atlas. I don't know if I could use it now, but I can point to where Niger was. And I remember when I was a kid, I don't know if you're familiar with Niger and Nigeria, but the way they're spelled, I pronounced them phonetically to my mother. And she turned very, very white. I was like, why did these say? And she was like, what? And I was like, look, it says it in the Atlas. That's when we learned how to emphasize correct letters.
It was part of the learning process, Mike.
Yeah. I'm just glad we weren't in a store. And I was like, look, I found. That would be terrible. Luckily, it was the 80s. They were a wild time.
So let us know, chat, because Mike was asking if you have learned how to read a road map and is making bets on who can and who cannot read a road map. So if you would like to get on the odds board, just let us know. We will work on that for you. But thank you for being here. Today's topic of the day, it's National Caramel Day, as Mike mentioned. The days of the day. Today is National Caramel Day as well. How do you feel about caramel?
It's yummy.
Is it really?
It is yummy. It is yummy.
It just seems like such an ancillary deal. It's like, oh, I'm having this dish. Oh, and it happens to come with caramel.
I have a Snickers bar and it says caramel.
And it's actually
nougat.
A Snickers, believe it or not.
No, it's the real. Yeah, no. I mean, don't get me wrong. The caramel smooth and the peanut tasty are still here. Those are.
They're never.
I'm determined to see how long they last.
They're never going anywhere. All right,
I got how long the Snickers gonna last.
I got Rocket League invites out to you. Kate Zaid, I am
Cool.
JF Downs, Scott Chick are all here. Pre-show crew starting at 35 past 5 o'clock. It is great to see you. That is, of course, Look, it's Miko back from vacation in Florida. What is your opinion of caramel? Scott Chick says caramel is a staple to any sweet. Interesting.
10 out of 10. What do you do again?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's really chewy, and so it takes like a lot of effort to eat.
I'm surprised you pronounce it the caramel way, the correct way.
I think I'm caramel ambidextrous. Much like Sports Gaming is toilet paper ambidextrous. I can go either way with it. Caramel, caramel.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? You can wipe with both hands?
Caramel dextrous.
Oh, yeah. Mike might have missed TP ambidextrous. If you are familiar, Sean, what's that mean?
We're having a discussion of over versus under for toilet paper. And I share the fact that we are over in my household, but I grew up under, so I'm comfortable either way.
Gotcha.
Nothing bothers him. He's cool.
I thought that meant you could wipe with both hands, which would be pretty amazing. Yeah. When I was a youngster, I broke a couple fingers on this hand, and it was a real rough time.
Yeah, my daughter, when she was in kindergarten, she broke the strong arm, and so learned a lot.
That's when you just bring the hose in.
Oh,
you're like, we're good. Just homemade bidet.
Also, Lucky Charms and Waffle House plus Adidas are trending. These are two stories that I found. The Dallas Observer is reporting that it's a mashup between Waffle House and Adidas. They made a new shoe for the upcoming Masters golf tournament.
It doesn't surprise me.
It's like a white shoe with like almost Waffle House yellow, or I mean Waffle House is definitely yellow, but it looks kind of like a gold trim.
Are there like squares in it, so it looks like a waffle?
Ooh, I didn't look at the detail that closely. That would be pretty cool.
I did drive past Augusta on my adventures.
Did you stop in?
No, we It was a weird trip. So my 7-year-old started out the trip with like a really crazy fever. So that was cool. So luckily, the people at Disney are super accommodating. So like they allowed us to change our reservation from when it was to Thursday, which was great and terrible at the same time because I don't know how many people here have kids in the chat and in the world. I know everyone on the screen does, but we thought we would do Animal Kingdom on Tuesday, have a couple days to rest, and then do Magic Kingdom on Friday. So we ended up doing Animal Kingdom on Thursday and Magic Kingdom on Friday. And I still think I'm half dead. But yeah, but we had a lot of plans, and that's how like Gatorland came into play. And I was super excited about seeing a rocket launch, but they had pushed it back to April 6th or April 2nd and then April 6th, which sucked because our hotel on the beach was literally, you could see the launch pad, so we would have watched it. Yesterday morning, actually, the SpaceX recovery barge was just driving in circles around, and I was like, oh, they're gonna do something. And then the lady in the front was like, oh no, it's like drilling, like they're just practicing. I was like, that's stupid. Do something. I wanted to poke it with a stick. But yeah, and in the South, I don't know if you knew this, Waffle Houses are literally everywhere. It's kind of like Starbucks in the rest of the world. It's like there's a Waffle House inside this other Waffle House.
You go to the bathroom and you're like, oh, look at this. Yeah, I'll have some waffles, please. And then you come back out and you're like, oh, yeah, I have my original order. Forgot about that.
Forgot how to play Rocket League. Sorry.
I'm disappointed that Elon or whoever would have been in charge didn't say, hey, Mike O is here.
Serious.
We need to launch a rocket.
I mean, you can be like, yo, he went to Gatorland. We can't let that outdo us.
It was funny, though, because you had so many pictures from Gatorland. It seemed like an incredibly fun experience for something that apparently was impromptu.
Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely. Well, Megan apparently went there when she was a kid. And she was like, you should take the older girls and go. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, whatever, it won't be that fun. It was a lot of fun. I'll tell you what. Forget Magic Kingdom. Go to Gatorland.
Well, it is good to have Mike back from vacation. Drew Mega is here. Good morning to you as well. Welcome back, Mike, says Drew Mega. The other story is apparently there's a website, which I did not know existed until right now. iwaspoisoned.com.
I'm sorry, what?
Anyone know about iwaspoisoned.com?
No.
This is a legitimate site?
I think it's definitely a user-submitted site. So take that for what you will. It's akin to probably reviews or whatever. But apparently Lucky Charms is trending right now because there's a whole bunch of folks who are saying that they're getting gastrointestinal issues. At least 139 people, according to Eat This, Not That, which is a website, across the country have reported such symptoms too, said iwaspoisoned.com.
Okay.
So I'm thinking there's two ways to look at this. Either there's a whole group of people that decided to have it out for Lucky Charms simultaneously, which seems a little odd, but plausible, I suppose.
Not impossible.
Yeah. And that this could be one of those things where it's well, if you actually listen to this website, you might avoid a salmonella outbreak or something that we just haven't got official word of yet. Or it's a hoax and just ignore it.
My guess is My guess is Captain Crunch got his crew together to make a whole bunch of false accusations. Or maybe the Count. I don't know. One of them.
The
Trix Rabbit. Yeah. Or maybe they all got together. Cat Chocula.
The toucan from Fruit Loops.
Yeah. So many of the tigers involved. They're all out there making fake Yahoo accounts.
Like Tony the Tiger says, they're fine.
Alexa, order Lucky Charms.
No, stop, cancel.
He said his Alexa misses me. So
Self-destruct.
Alexa, self-destruct.
Boom.
Drew, please let us know in 2 minutes if you're okay.
Alexa, order more Echo Dots. It's self-sustaining now.
Oh no.
Maybe it was Skynet.
Order the Google Home system.
I'm sorry, I cannot find the Google Home system.
Oh, I hear somebody's.
Drew Mega didn't have enough to do. It's putting out more Alexa fires now. You know, Scott Chick says, really need to remember to turn Alexa off around GMS. I don't know if that's true. I think you just have to remember it around Mike.
Headphones. That's all you need. It'll work. And then don't repeat it.
If we ever get a message on Discord that somebody in our audience has ran out of paper towels, I will be shocked. It's a self-sustaining Alexa system. Every morning, Drew Mega wakes up to,
I'm
"Good
concerned
morning,
now.
Drew."
Drew Mega hasn't responded in a few minutes here.
Oh no. Just push a button if you're okay, please.
Drew Mega's landlord, GMS is not responsible for the self-destruct mechanism inside of the Alexa.
I'm calling the lawyers. Okay.
Thanks, Elon.
I'm good, says Drew Mega. So.
Oh, oof.
All right, so we got the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News coming up. Scott Chick said caramel's a staple, as I mentioned, or coffee. I like caramel coffee. Anyone like caramel coffee?
Hold on. You did it right there. What is it called?
Caramel.
Okay. But you were just saying caramel.
Yeah, it's caramel.
Okay, great. I have a bone to pick with you. I don't know how familiar you are with Georgia, but they have a lot of pecan signs. And every time I saw them, I had to say pecan. And which led my wife to say, "Hold on, I don't understand." And I said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "There's not a Q in there or a C." Or no, not well, there is a C, obviously. She's like, "There's no Q or U. What is a pecan?" I was like, "I have no idea. I just know I can't say the other word." Like, physically impossible to say pecan when you see it. I was like, "Pecans," and she's like, "I don't get it. What is it? What is it?" And I was like, "I don't know."
It's an alternate pronunciation. Look
at least caramel or caramel have like the correct letters. You're not like carmqual, you know. What? There's no Q in that one either.
Someday before we're gone, we're gonna watch a Scripps National Spelling Bee, and they're gonna go pecan, and that poor kid who's gonna be up there gonna be like
Q-U. Like, what?
Could you use that in a sentence? Could you spell it, please? Speaking of pecans, we can't go any longer without seeing our Bear, the manatee monger of the Gaming Morning Show, the one who learns from our mentors. Bear, where are you? Like zoinks.
Bear, the manatee of the window.
The manatee of the window, yes. I am, Sean is the mentor, and Bear's the manatee.
Are bears the manatees of the world?
It is now.
You missed a lot while you were gone.
I guess so.
Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 5th, 2022, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. You remember back, like every month for the last 3 years, where we've talked about acquisitions?
Nope.
The arms race.
It's not an arms race, but it is an acquisition race. PlayStation has gone on record saying that they have more acquisitions planned.
Oh.
This is from Ryan Dinsdale of IGN. This was Sony Interactive Entertainment President Jim Ryan on the official PlayStation podcast. He says that Sony's first-party success has allowed it to invest into more studios. He says, quote, "We're in a really good place with PlayStation Studios right now, and we have been for the past few years. The critical success and the commercial success of the games that they've been making has given us permission to invest heavily in content creation. We're growing our studios organically, and we're growing through acquisition. We acquired 5 studios during the course of 2021. We're in discussions with Bungie, and we have more planned. This is getting us into a virtuous cycle where success begets success. So there you go.
So it's an arms race.
Oh, it's for sure an arms race. But not an arms race.
Wink.
Wink.
Do, 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 do.
The investment into new studios is also the reason Sony isn't including first-party games in its updated PlayStation Plus tiers. He explains. This is Ryan again, not our Ryan, but
Ryan too.
Jim Ryan. He says, if we were to do that with the games that we make at PlayStation Studios, the virtuous cycle will be broken. The level of investment that we need to make in our studios would not be possible. We think that the knock-on effect on the quality of the games that we make would not be something that gamers want. So that's his current justification. So we'll see. Also, we have a Ryan. The story was written by Ryan Dinsdale, and it's about Sony president Jim Ryan. So if you don't have the name Ryan, you don't get to be involved with this story at all. I'm sorry.
What about Meg Ryan? Is she involved?
Probably.
Not
Okay,
yet.
Could fit.
We have to meet atop like the Space Needle, and then Meg Ryan can show up.
Will she have to like jump off and prove that she's like immortal?
Did you watch a different movie than I did? Meg Ryan. There can only be one.
Well, no, she just jumps off to like prove her immortality. Because she's a Ryan. You didn't know that all Ryans are immortal?
In our next news story, Return to Monkey Island has been announced with the series creator Ron Gilbert involved. This is from John Carson of Game Informer. Monkey Island's long hiatus is finally coming to an end, and its creator is returning along with the series. This is in collaboration with Devolver Digital and Lucasfilm Games. Terrible Toy Box is developing Return to Monkey Island, a new pirating adventure starring Guybrush Threepwood, industry legend and Monkey Island and Maniac Mansion creator Ron Gilbert runs Terrible Toy Box and will be involved in this new franchise entry. So this is pretty cool. This is going to be picking up. It's going to act as a direct sequel to Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge, picking up where the 1991 point-and-click adventure left off. The series' floundering hero Guybrush will be voiced again by his original actor Dominic Armato.
The donkey?
Mhm.
Hee-haw.
Dominic the Donkey Armato.
That's what everyone calls him.
So what happens when this with Ron Gilbert, who's watching the show right now, is like, wait, I'm involved? Ron, we broke some news to you, buddy. Sorry.
News to me. I have work to do. Bummer.
Better get on it.
And then in our last news story of the day, Valve has been clarifying some information as to exactly when you can finalize your Steam Deck order. This is from Taylor Lyles of IGN. The Steam Deck launch has been messy, kind of, with things getting delayed, and including shipments getting just like randomly delayed out of people's order history and stuff like that. But they have Valve has officially announced that it's ramping up shipments on its portable gaming PC and has clarified when you can expect to finalize your order for the product. In a tweet, the official Steam Deck account confirmed that it is ramping up the handheld shipments. It also noted that it will be sending out more order availability emails every week. Some weeks it will send 2 emails instead of the 1 email that Valve has sent out every Monday for roughly the last month. It is confirmed that they have updated the Steam Deck product page, which specifies that when you can anticipate finalizing your order if you put down a $5 deposit. So if you're interested in the Steam Deck, you might get a little bit more clear as to how long you have to meet. So go check that.
Yeah, you mentioned it's messy, but it's not messy. Like, there's been things that have been really good about it, and then some things that have just not gone right.
Yeah, it's been very uniquely messy. Steam Deck launch.
If we're gonna screw it up, let's screw it up uniquely. Damn it. Super Phonic, did you get your Steam Deck yet? We'll do a sample size.
And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. We have Before We Leave out on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. That's been on its way to coming out for the last 20 years, I think. MLB The Show 22 is out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and Switch. Replica is out on Xbox One. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Legal Dungeon out on Xbox One.
Is that where I go to get my consult?
Yes.
The Legal Dungeon?
Oh. Not the illegal dungeon.
Yeah, I like that one better. The legal one just sounds boring. Like, you're like, all right, you're here, and okay, now leave. You're like, wait. Well, they're like, we're legal. You just gotta go. Huh?
What? The legal dungeon. As opposed to the illegal dungeon.
Yeah, I want to go to the illegal. Where's the illegal one? Oh, we got things here. Legal ones. Like what? Water.
Sandwiches.
Would you like egg salad or ham? What? No. Okay. Well, the illegal one, you go up the stairs, you hang a left, and then just follow the screaming. Oh, cool. Thanks.
Ah! That guy just got a settlement. Everything's fine. Ah!
And he needs cash now.
877 cash meow. There you go. That's the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. If you missed any of it, go to our Twitter and just search
#GMSMorningGamingNews.
Sports.gaming. Look, it's Mike O. Hefty Goof with you this morning. We are on Twitter at WatchGMS. Good morning to Superphonic, Last Checkpoint, and K-Laugh, who just checks in saying, hey, welcome back, Mike O.
Hey, I'm here.
We are going to have our January 2022 Name of the Month giveaway later on in the show. If you entered on our Twitter, you will be entered, obviously, into the drawing. And then if you're a Patreon subscriber on the subscriber tier above, you are also entered into it as well. We'll give that away coming up in the 8 o'clock hour on Gaming Morning Show. It's Jank Brain, and we have some bonuses to give away, too. The developer of Jank Brain gave us a couple of codes for Jank Brain, so we'll give an additional copy away, but also another game that they make. Yes, Mike.
Mike O, long-time listener, first time in April 2022. So I entered this contest when I wasn't like a host. I was on vacation. So can I still win?
Let's check with the legal dungeon.
Let's go.
Call him and see. Might be too late. I don't know what their turnaround time. If it's anything like fulfillment, we're screwed.
I can go check. I'll just head down. Hold on. I'll go down to the legal dungeon.
Okay, we'll see you in a second. He's using the elevator. I like how everyone other than me has an elevator. Mike's gets him to the newsroom, and Sean's apparently goes to the legal dungeon.
Oh yeah, they said everything's fine.
Okay, great.
I can do whatever once.
Cool. I think your elevator stopped short.
I shrank.
He's itty bitty. He's an itty bitty little Sean.
Bitty little Sean.
640 on the West Coast.
Hi guys.
It's like when you were on my shoulder.
I'm here too.
You were up here.
If Mike could stand up just a little bit, you'll look like that thing from Beetlejuice. In the waiting room.
Which way do I go?
A little bit to your right. A little bit to your right. Perfect. We've missed you, Mike. Let's find out what you're tracking at this hour gaming morning show.
Oh man, I'm tracking some tears. Whew. You guys like Ben Hooper? I like Ben Hooper. He writes for UPI. He eliminated that other guy that tried to write for UPI because there can be only one. But Ben tells us about a truck that spilled some things. What are those, you ask? Well, police in Britain were dealing with a tasty traffic obstruction Monday when a truck lost its load of cookies in a roadway. I'm not sure what we're talking about when we say cookies, but I'm sure it's great. Police in the Arawash district of Derbyshire, England, said a truck carrying a large load of McVitie's biscuits, see what? Lost the snack foods in the middle of Ilkeston Road in Sandy Acre. What? Please bear with us this evening while Michael tries to pronounce the names and we try to digest the issue. Police tweeted, a lorry load of McVitie's finest have decided to abandon ship, causing a slight obstruction. Delays were reported in both directions while authorities worked to clear the road. Luckily, there were no reports of injuries from the spilled biscuits. All right, I need my English friends here. So we've talked about cookies and biscuits. What? Are these one and the same? Maybe? Oh.
This helped nothing.
Well, no, it does. Yeah, because they said that, like, which one fell on the thing? Was it the left or the right?
It was the biscuits.
But it also says it lost its load of cookies.
Delicious.
You know, this could be...
So both?
This could be rewrite, you know, thesaurus. Remember how we get, like, the cow did this, and then the bovine.
The cow jumped over the moon. I'm still confused. I'm gonna have to. I wonder if Ben's on right now. If he's on Discord, I'll be like, "Hey Ben, Maiko, GMS, you were on the show. Quick question: when you say cookies, do you mean biscuits or do you mean cookies?" And then he'll just like go offline because he blocked me at that point.
Well, only because that's the 7th time you've asked today. Mike's been messaging Ben all morning about the biscuits.
I'm just gonna show up at his office. Yeah, Ben. Hey, I know this is weird, but it's me. Remember Maiko?
I think maybe the story was written to have a bigger appeal to everybody.
Oh. It's not about bananas though. So, let's go. No.
That's our second truck spills a whole bunch of something all over the road, though, in like a week. I'm beginning to think that like 18-wheelers flipping over happens way more often than I realized.
Maybe it's that's why there's the supply chain issues. It's because they just keep crashing.
Okay, so now I'm even more confused. So Down said a cookie is a type of biscuit. I thought all cookies were biscuits.
Someone wasn't listening to the story.
Sorry. I can't believe that. I had finally been like, okay, I can live with this. All biscuits are cookies.
Nice. Yeah, like what?
Because I'd finally gotten over the whole scones thing. That was the one that really threw me for a loop. Because I love scones here in the U.S. And apparently they're more like savory in the UK. Doo-doo-doo. Chocolate chip cookie is a cookie, says Superphonic. Everything else is a biscuit.
No.
Disagree.
The circle gets a square.
There's a fundamental disagreement we have here.
But a cookie is still a biscuit, just to confuse you more.
A pecan is also a pequan, but a pequan is not a pecan. What?
Caramel pequans.
Why can't you guys just say what Americans say?
I just wish it wasn't so related, right? Like biscuits, you know, are like a dessert food, and then scones are like a biscuit, but they're like savory. Like everything is so close, but yet so far away. Like at least like aubergine or whatever is just a ridiculous word, and so it's whatever the eggplant one is, and then whatever they call a zucchini. Like at least those are like completely different words. You know,
What is an aubergine?
It's
an
just another
eggplant.
name for an eggplant.
Why don't they just call it eggplant?
Well, I think in their defense, it's not an egg, so that we made it confusing.
But what kind of name is aubergine? Like, how do you even come up with that?
I think that's the French name for it. That's just been
But they're
adopted.
British, aren't they? They don't like the French.
Maybe they did at one point.
I spent like 10 hours listening to this amazing podcast that I discovered called History That Doesn't Suck. And
That's a good name.
the first beginning of it is all about like the American Revolution, yada yada. And they talk about the 7 Years' War, which is another word for another name for the French and Indian War, between the France and the England. And they hate each other. So why would they call it an aubergine? What?
We're getting details as we speak from Superphonic. French stuff was seen as fancy back in the day, so we took their word for it, for courgette. Or courgette, probably. And aubergine.
No, that says aubergine. I don't know where do you even get aubergine from?
I think
See, now
Arbor
you're just
Day
making
is...
things up.
I think Arbor Day is coming up later this year.
It's like when they add a Z to the letter, or a D to the letter Z. Zed. Zed's the bad guy from Power Rangers, not a letter.
I like how that is your like biggest complaint is the Z thing. That drives
I'm
you
gonna take
nuts.
this right to the Queen and I'd be like, "Look, Queen, I know you're like 800 years old, and some people believe that you're not real. You may be an animatronic. I don't know, but why do you have a D in the letter Z?" I'd be like, "Oh, it's because our D was broken," and then be like, "Whoa, hold on, what?" He's not Zed. Yeah, Lord Zed, right? He was the bad guy from Power Rangers. Him and Rita, they were in a couple.
Whoever wrote Power Rangers was really into the letter Z, because they had
Yeah,
Zed and
that's-
Zoron or Zordon.
Aubergine, they're in there too.
Go
Aubergine.
Power Aubergine.
That was actually one of the things that we had a conversation with my kids about. So we're with my youngest two. We were in It's a Small World, and when you're leaving, there's like a thing like it says goodbye in like a whole bunch of different languages. And one of them is like goodbye is like 3 lines long with like 5 different words. And she was like, "Isn't it just easier to say goodbye?" I was like, "I mean, yeah, sure." But this is a lot of letters.
I'm
boy.
coming up with a new form of language where we just take the shortest way to say anything from any language, and that's how we say it.
We are
It's
gonna
a very efficient language, but you have to know parts of all of
I
them.
was gonna say we're gonna talk in shorthand before we know it. We weren't too far off with text messages.
Honestly, if you ever read like Old English, like it's all phonetic, and I don't know why we don't still do that, because it makes sense. It's just dumb that we're like, let's add letters to things and other like letters that aren't there that we don't say, but we're gonna put it in there anyway just to confuse the kids.
Looking at you, K-Laugh.
Yeah, K-Laugh.
All your extra letters.
K-Lock. Where's the F in your name, huh? Or the W if you're a claw. I mean, I don't even know. It's just confusing. How can I
Superphonics.
even vote for you?
Superphonics blaming the French.
You're not wrong. I mean, jeez.
There we go.
However, you guys are really famous for adding E's and U's to stuff, Super. Like, come on. You definitely don't need a you there. What are there anyway?
You are one of life's
It
winners.
is 6:50 West Coast time, 9:50 out east. It is 2:50 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Towns goes, what's stupid is we gifted you this beautiful language and you went and wrecked it.
Yes, it's so beautiful. There's like extra letters that no one even knows like why they're there.
They're there in case the other letters break down.
Ye old Snoovies.
You also gifted us the beautiful game, and look what we did with that.
Hey, November, we're gonna knock England out of that beautiful game.
Is it
I'm
this
gonna-
November?
Yep, November 2022.
Wow.
Speaking
I'm
of
gonna-
messed up things,
I forget all about this by then.
Oh, you won't. Don't worry. In the country of Qatar, that's spelled Qatar. That's Qatar. Qatar? What? There's no C.
To be honest, we might have done that too, Mike. I don't know. Is that our pronunciation or theirs? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Well, we call it Qatar, and people are like, that's wrong. Maybe they never told us like the proper way to say it. They're like, yeah, good luck figuring that out, sucker.
It's good to see everyone super fun at K-Laf Drew Mega and everyone else Downs hanging out with us this morning. Many others. This is Gaming Morning Show. At some point, we did ask you how you feel about caramel, but, you know, it's up to you at this point. Next hour, we'll tell you about a group of drones that made a QR code in the sky for one specific purpose. K-Laf, you're going to appreciate this story, so stick around for that. It's coming up next hour on Gaming Morning Show. Right now, it's time for birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please let us know so we can celebrate with you. I'm being told that on the trip, Look It's Myco found out that someone in his family is having a birthday today.
It wasn't on the trip because they actually got their birthday present before we left.
You alluded to this.
Yeah, we gave my oldest an iPhone, and she proceeded to break it in 20 minutes. So she shattered the front.
Seriously?
Yep. We got her an otter box because it would be indestructible. And there was a small tiny crack from the former user, and she dropped it, and it was and I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
While it was
like,
in
"What?"
the otter box?
Yep.
It was like a Death
She
Star
dropped it.
situation.
She dropped it right on the corner on the tile.
Oh, tile
Perfect.
is brutal, though.
Yep, it was probably the one tiny spot that it would have been a problem.
That's what I'm saying. It was the Death Star
Found
scenario.
it. Yep, sure was.
X-Wing flew right in there. And... That's how I broke... Sean gave me his old Apple Watch, and I dropped it on our tile, and that broke the whole corner.
Yep.
Still miss that thing, so... You should get an upgrade, Sean.
You should buy a new one.
Today's celebrity... Well, to Look Its Oldest Daughter O. It's your birthday song. It isn't very long. Today, actress Krista Allen turns 51.
What was she in that Liar Liar? And
Wait, is this Emmanuel in space?
sure is.
And Billy from Days of Our Lives?
Yep. This is the one. When I saw it this morning, I was cracking up because I was like, "Hey, they were just talking about her."
Sure were.
Yep.
Wow. Happy 51st.
She's very
Krista
famous
Allen.
for two things, and it's not the movies.
She was good as Billy in Days of Our Lives.
I've never seen Days of Our Lives, so I couldn't tell you.
If you want to go back, the summer of 99 and 2000, I got your back. Stefano is probably still kidnapping Marlena, so
Oh,
it was the summer. It was the same storyline from that first summer to the next summer. It was still holding Marlena captive 365 days later, and apparently had already done that like in the 70s or something. Time is a loop.
What's old is new.
Today, rapper-producer Pharrell Williams turns 49.
Oh, they ruined our game.
he's
He has
happy.
38 Grammy nominations and
I'm
13
sorry.
wins.
How many?
38.
38?
Well, I think that
That's
makes
what
sense
happens
'cause
when
he's a
you're-
producer, right?
Yeah.
Did they slip the button slip? And they're like, oh, whoops.
Well, when you're producer for a bunch of top tier talent, you get lots of Grammy nominations
Caleb,
Yes.
and wins.
which producer has the most Grammy nominations of all time? Because I was going to think
thought
like Timbaland had to be close, right?
Yeah, I thought we answered this.
You know what though? He's never been a five questions guest. So Charlie Rosen is still better than he is.
Yeah, we looked this up once. It's Jay-Z and Quincy Jones have received the most nominations.
Jay-Z?
For producing.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, just in general.
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of them are for producing, but 80 nominations.
Damn.
I think they're, as of 2021, they were both. Oh, go away, ads. They were both tied at 80. Paul McCartney and Beyonce are tied at 79.
Wow. Sean's swatting at the ads. Get out of here, ads.
Get out. Pesky ads.
If you missed our interview with Grammy winner Charlie Rosen, our 5 questions GMS, you can find at youtube.com/gamingmorningshow. Actor Sterling K. Brown turns 46 today.
Sweet. He was in a show with that guy. He was also on This Is Us. That's one of the shows.
Have you watched This Is Us?
Nope.
We
I
watched
don't want to cry.
part of or all of the first season. I don't remember. It was good. We were just very busy. It was sad.
Yeah, I heard it was kind of a downer, but for good reasons.
It was really, from what we watched, it was really good.
Wu-Dang Pig is here. You know who else has a birthday today? JF Downs. I can't trust your propaganda anymore, Wu-Dang Pig. But apparently Wu-Dang Pig's friend was on This Is Us. A friend who went to high school and now stars in some Peacock show.
Downs was on Peacock.
Congratulations, Downs, on your lead role in a new Peacock show.
They should
birds.
They should make a show on Peacock that's just called Some Peacock Show. I don't know what it's about, but they should make that.
Mike, where can we watch this new Peacock show?
On Peacock.
Today,
Paramount
actress
Plus.
Hayley Atwell turns 40 today.
Haley's set to voice Lara Croft in the upcoming animated Tomb Raider TV series.
Oh.
Also, this just in, there's an upcoming animated Tomb Raider TV series. I had no idea.
Oh, doing some great gaming news. Way to suck, Tomb Raider animated
Tomb Raider
series.
But that
Should,
seems like
tell us.
That seems like that could be really good.
That could be a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah, Tomb Raider
Good.
animated, that could be really solid.
I'm
There's
on board.
there's also rumors. Spoiler alerts. She might be in the upcoming Doctor Strange movie. In an unfamiliar role. I don't
Is
know
it
why I
Lara
keep
Croft?
doing that. Yep, Lara Croft is going to be in Doctor Strange. Along with Super Mario. They're just going to show up. It is the multiverse of madness, after all.
Chris Pratt's there?
No, the other one, Bob Saget. That's not
Bob
Saget.
likes it.
Bob Hoskins. Actually, I think he's dead too. So
Bob is good with it.
is Bob Hoskins dead?
I think so.
We'll check on Bob Hoskins, please. Lily
Oh
James.
yeah, he died.
Oh no.
He died in 2014.
Lily James is alive and 33 today.
Way to jinx it. Sorry,
she
Lily.
portrayed Pamela Anderson in the recent Pam and Tommy miniseries.
Oh, that was a miniseries? I thought it was a movie.
Sure.
Huh.
I read that she had to wear prosthetic tatas.
I heard she was really good in it. Like,
Sure.
like, they said that she was like, you couldn't tell the difference between her and Pam.
Well, the Winter Soldier was also in it, so
Is that part of the multiverse?
Sebastian Stan.
You know how
Yeah,
this stuff
that's so
works.
weird. Winter Soldier turns into Tommy Lee, and they get married with fake Pam Lee, and then they go and fight Thanos.
If you change
And
your mind,
Koopa.
And Chris Pratt is there.
And Chris Pratt shows up
if you change
with
your
a
mind,
Velociraptor.
I'm the first in line. Ollie Oxenfree, take a chance on me. Singer Agnetha Faltskog of ABBA, 72 today.
ABBA.
Nice.
Is she a dancing queen though? Oh, country singer Tommy Don't Call Me Johnny Cash is 82. Or Call Me Johnny Cash. How many gigs do you think this guy has gotten because they're like, oh yeah, that's just misspelling. It's Johnny Cash. And he shows up and they're like, who are you? Tommy Cash. They're like, do you know Ring of Fire? And he's like, no, I sing Ring of Cheetos.
Well, and when how old was Johnny Cash when he died?
Oh, like 70 some odd.
Okay, so there's a good chance Tommy Cash wasn't that much different in age, so maybe could have rode that wave a little bit. Oh, is Tommy the younger brother, says Kayla?
Oh, for real? That's awkward.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Does Tommy know Johnny's dead?
Any other birthdays?
We should ask Tommy if he knows.
Are there any other Cashes out there singing country music?
Bob Hoskins.
Bob says
no,
pretty okay.
But it is rapper actor Christopher Kid Reed of Kid and Play's birthday. He's 58. That's great. Oh, Paula Cole is 54.
Where have all the cowboys gone?
Someone should ask Paula why they picked Pacey and not Dawson.
Wait, what? Was that the theme song to Dawson's Creek?
Pretty sure. I'm pretty certain.
No,
yeah.
it was I Don't Want to Wait.
Isn't that her though?
Oh well, that could be true.
Well, whatever, it's the same person.
2004, this day in gaming history, EA puts out Fight Night 2004 for PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360.
Paula Cole?
Was it really Paula Cole? Someone look that up. I want to know. 2006, Midway puts out NBA Ballers Phenom for PlayStation 2 and Xbox. 2009, Nintendo put out Nintendo DSi. That's the handheld system in the US. It featured an SD memory card, was thinner than the Nintendo DS Lite, slightly larger dual screens, Opera-based web browser, 2 cameras, no Game Boy Advance cartridge slot, but it sold for $169.
Nice.
There's a lot more letters than I expected to find out if Paula Cole sang the theme song to Dawson's Creek. We have our best people on this right now.
Kyle.
Beep bop boop beep boop.
Next hour.
Beep beep bop boop 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 beep bop beep boop boop beep bop.
We have a top 10 list for you. Ryan can't say Pequan correctly, or like 150 some odd other words. That's true.
Yeah.
But hey, some other people
up to.
can't say some other words as well, so let's see what they are. Over under Ryan pronouncing them correctly. 3 thoughts? Anyone? Why are we pronouncing words?
Because caramel is a really hard word to say, apparently. Spoiler alert, maybe it's on the list. Maybe it's not.
We'll be back. Sports next hour as well. Did Paula Cole sing the theme song to Dawson's Creek? Come back, join us. We'll have more. Facebook Gaming.
Paula Cole win.
Twitch, YouTube, Twitter Spaces, and GamingMorningShow.tv.
Wow. Incredibly juicy.
So juicy.
Wow. Incredibly juicy.
Probably. I can't roll my R's either.
What? It should be easier to do, and it's hard.
Right? I had a 6-year-old Russian girl work with me every single night for a week and a half, tried to teach me how to roll my R's, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. And I was just bad with languages. I mean, I tried for 7 years. I went to a Spanish-speaking country, so tried immersion, right?
Yep.
I couldn't grasp a new language, and I can barely speak English, so maybe that's part of the reason. I can't get our words out, let alone another language. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Rolling. Actually, you did admit this. You can't roll your R's, so now we have to have a rolling R off.
Oh no, I can't even make noises.
You brought this on yourself. You peeled back a little layer, and so now that you've given us a glimpse. All right. So again, for reference, here's me rolling my R's.
Sounds good.
Romance.
Okay, I'm supposed to say the word romance.
Yep. Just try to do a kiki low.
Okay. I'm actually trying. I can't do it. Mike's weak.
Mike has no clue what's happening right now.
Yep, I can't roll my R's, guys.
Okay. I want somewhere in my heart to know that you're just doing that to make me feel better, but I don't think so. Right? Like it's there. And Kate's is just like out of the... You can't even hear it. My forehead really hurts now, Tapso.
Why does your forehead
Because
hurt?
the smile extends all the way up to here. No, you're crying.
Feel like I've never felt before. Gonna miss it. Follow me again. Why
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, List of the Day, and Sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv, and become a Patreon. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. Gaming Morning Show is on the air. It is Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. Mike, Sean, and Hefty with you. We are going to do our GMS giveaway. January name of the month, Jank Brain, will be one of, it'll be in your possession at some point, one of your possession. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Coming up tomorrow night, it is Fudge Village. It makes its return, where Sean goes through and plays this game called Resident Evil Village, and then I just sit there in the corner and weep. Not looking forward to it.
What do you think will happen? We've had instances of you yelling fudge, of course, you hitting the chair as hard as possible, all kinds of fun stuff. So I wonder what today will bring.
Just tears. Just lots of tears. And that is going to be following GMS After Dark with Look, It's Mike O. You bring Papa Paws on this week.
On what? Just kidding. Yeah, I'm excited to have Papa Paws come on. We're gonna talk some mental health as far as streamers and how it plays into streaming with viewers. So, and then we're gonna play a Canadian game. I'm excited about it. We're gonna test Papa Paws' Canadianness. See how Canadian he is.
How does one measure one's Canadianness?
Oh, we've got a measure thing.
It's scientific, I imagine.
I've got a ruler. Wait, no, scratch that. We're not rulering things.
Okay. We'll do it a different way. We'll figure it out.
That just got weird.
Prototype is here. Thank you, everyone who's joining this morning radio show that plays games. And we are asking you today, caramel. It's National Caramel Day. How do you feel about caramel? Are you good with it? Is it fine? Is it really good? Earlier, Scott Chick said the thing about like caramel frappuccinos. I'm fine with those when I want the sweetest of sweet. For some reason, like caramel hits me at like the top of the sweet spectrum. Because
sweet peaks.
Because I don't find like a lot of things that people are like, this is too sweet to be super sweet, but caramel will often get me into that zone.
Yeah, it's pretty up there. I was trying to think if there's any other things I can think of that aren't just like pixie sticks, or like But yeah, caramel's pretty high up there.
Pixie sticks,
true.
Sort of throwback. I know they still exist, but like I haven't seen a pixie stick since like 1994.
I hate marshmallows.
You hate marshmallows?
Unless they're on a s'more. That's the only excusable use for a marshmallow, is to make a s'more.
One of my favorite snacks is mouth s'mores, because I don't want to take the time to melt any chocolate. I don't want to roast a marshmallow. So you grab mini marshmallows, chocolate chips, you throw them in the old mouth, okay? You let them hover in there for a little bit, melts them a touch, then you chase it with a graham cracker, bam, mouth s'mores.
That's what.
And sometimes, if you want, I can baby bird it to you.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
It's Diego, the Gaming Morning Show lizard.
How did you keep Diego alive while you were gone?
We had a house sitter who
Ah.
watched all the plethora of other zoo creatures as well.
Are you going to open a
there was, like,
Gatorlands now that
a
you've
lot of
seen
them.
one?
I don't know if gators would like Indiana. I was gonna throw that out there.
Can you rename Diego's habitat Gatorland?
I can name it Diego Land.
Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna gator. It's not a gator. It's a thorny lizard thing.
He's the closest to a gator you
convince-
have in your house.
I bet you can convince at least one person that he's related to a gator.
Downs.
I bet you can.
I have this alligator over here.
How do you find lizards in terms of weighing them? Are they easy to weigh? They should be, because they come with their own scales. All right, today Lucky Charms and Waffle House plus Adidas are both trending. Allegedly, there is a website called iwaspoisoned.com. This is according to Eat This Not That, which is a website. People across the country are getting more than they bargained for after digging into a bowl of Lucky Charms cereal. The breakfast favorite, produced by General Mills, is generating buzz online for reportedly making people sick with gastrointestinal issues. Again, according to Eat This Not That, around 139 people across the country have reported symptoms. They've complained of nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, and overall feelings of sickness. Which is really bad timing, because we brought our first box of Lucky Charms into this house in a year.
Have one of your kids eat it and see what happens.
They already have. We did it yesterday, in fact.
Oh, good.
So, I may be logging on to iwaspoisoned.com later.
It's okay. Someone reported cooked chorizo. Not anywhere they got it. Says, I ate cooked chorizo around 6 p.m. It started as soon as I got done eating. I have nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, and sleeping? Sweaty fever. Hand sleeping?
Hand sleeping?
My hand just fell asleep. It was weird. It was, wake up, little buddy. Like, what?
And sleeping.
Yeah. Hand sleeping. A lot of these seem to be in the southeast. Oh, here, well, never mind. Here's one in Ohio. From Raisin Cane's Chicken Fingers. Don't eat the chicken fingers.
Don't eat the red
I'm gonna report
licorice.
Ryan's house.
Yeah.
No, maybe I'll do that. I'll report the red rope licorice and see what happens. See if anyone's like, what?
Caleb says, hearsay. Toasting the marshmallow is absolutely necessary for s'mores.
It's heresy, not hearsay. Just so you know.
Oh. It's been a day since we busted this thing out, so why not bring it back out on screen again? These words are silly anyway. There you go. Baby birding mouse s'mores was not an image I thought would come up today. Yeah.
I mean,
that kind of is on brand for our show, though, right? This is not something I thought we'd talk about today. Lo and behold, we do.
We could have named our show that. This is not something we thought we'd talk about today. The show.
We could do
a good podcast name.
Yeah, we could do some YouTube content. Yeah, we didn't think this would happen today. Lovely alligator, Mike, says Downs, and then we got a boo from Prototype, and I'm not quite sure.
I think that was for your joke.
Oh, it's a good joke. They come with their own scales. Do they not come with their own scales?
I mean, sure, yep.
Apparently, Easter eggs, says Downs, are giving people salmonella.
Well, you gotta cook them. You can't just eat them out of the rabbit. It's not.
Why are you hunting for rabbits? I'm trying to get to the eggs.
I'm trying to get the yummy eggs. The ones with the jelly beans in them. These ones are chocolate and don't have an eggshell. It's weird. They taste strange.
Have either of you been playing Fortnite?
No.
I've been in Florida, so.
You didn't bring your gaming setup with you?
So I tried to bring my laptop, and it's so not equipped for life. I tried to play just like Minecraft, and I was like, nothing is happening. So I tried to play Stardew Valley, and nothing was happening. So I don't know what the heck to do. But no, other than that, Nope.
It's time to let it go to laptop heaven.
But it's only like 3 years old. Like, I
wow.
got it in 4 years. I got it in 2018. Like, it's got a 2 terabyte hard drive, but it only has 8 gigabits of RAM. So I feel like I need more RAM. I don't know.
Yeah, I installed it a while ago, Downs, and I haven't played it. Downs asked me why Fortnite was installed because it just flashed on the screen. You weren't supposed to see that.
2 games with Downs, and that was it. I haven't played since.
You weren't supposed to see that. Superphonic. I've installed it again.
So, spoiler. Thanks, Easter Bunny. All I wanted this year was salmonella.
Spoiler tease.
Thanks for making my Easter wish come true.
I think that would be the ultimate spoiler tease, is, you know, a disease or an illness. Were there any, like, I went to Florida and all I got, my co-host, was these lousy t-shirts. Anything like that?
No. There was a at the Buc-ee's we went to this morning. There was a like one of those like live, laugh, love signs that everyone has that are like fancy script writing. There was one of them that says my dishes are looking at me angry again, and I really wanted to buy it for Austin. Because she always says she hates throwing dishes. Maybe it's because they look at her menacing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why are Austin's dishes looking at her? That seems
Yeah.
like a problem that we should.
She's like, I'm gonna wash you, and then she walks in the kitchen and they're like, she's like, never mind. Oh, okay.
Who are we gonna call?
They like to be dirty.
Jeez. Tal is here. Good morning to you, Tal. Thank you for being here for this morning radio show that plays games. That's not a Kinder surprise. That's a meaner surprise.
I don't know. I used to work at Kinder Care. I might be. I guess I didn't really work at Kinder Care. Never mind.
There was the but there's those Kinder eggs, and all they seem to be is
filled
like
with kids.
Yeah, like a crappy chocolate filled with like a plastic toy. Like the chocolate doesn't even seem that good.
Why doesn't the chocolate seem that good?
I don't know. It just seems like it's kind of gooey.
I've never had a Kinder egg. So.
I haven't put it in my mouth, so that's probably not fair.
Wait, what?
So I've only seen my kids eat these Kinder eggs. So I've never actually put the chocolate
You're
in my
basing
mouth.
your opinion on watching your children eat something?
It looks kind of gross.
If your kids eat anything like my kids, everything looks gross.
That's true.
Kids have this innate ability to make like the most amazing thing look terrible. How did you get that on your ear?
No clue.
What were you eating it with? I don't know.
Don't ask questions, Dad. Don't ask questions.
Basically.
Jack goes, it's the gift that keeps on giving and giving and giving until you end up in urgent care. Thanks, Kinder. No, I want to be clear. Kinder eggs are not giving people salmonella, okay? Just want to be clear. It's not something that we are sharing this morning. Might be Lucky Charms.
I've always wanted an IV.
The Easter Bunny's really into needles.
Oh, God.
Groggy's here. So is Dungeon Meowster KJ. It's good to see you. Good morning to you both. Maiko, welcome back, says KJ.
Hey, I'm here.
Groggy is here for my improved Rocket League plays. Maiko's beard and Sean's lack of beard.
Mike stole my beard.
I trimmed my beard this morning. I can send you the trimmings.
We need to save that for the next sweater we make.
Oh, don't worry. Give it like 2 weeks. So we
Oh, wait, and plus that's a back hair sweater. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's totally different.
I realized I should have done it before we went on vacation, because whenever I would wear a mask when we were somewhere, like my beard hair would like stick out from underneath it, like, and it would end up curling over. And I was like, well, I should probably trim this. So
I did notice you wore a tank top.
probably.
I gotta see.
Gotta show off the guns, baby.
I was able to see more of the source material for these sweaters than I have ever seen. So.
Oh yeah, those are good, right? Yeah, I had to try and air out the hair.
Air out the hair.
Make it all natural.
Air out the hair.
Oh.
We're losers. It's 7:26 West Coast time. It is 10:26 for those watching on the East Coast, and it's 3:26 for those watching GMS in the UK. Groggy's drinking a liquid IV this morning. How'd you know? Doctor, are you supposed to drink IVs?
Does Shell know that? Like, you just go into like Shell's like stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this looks good." Like, and aren't all IVs liquid?
Yeah.
Are any of them gooey chocolate like Kinder Eggs?
Oh, God.
Tal says, sometimes I've had to ask, did you attack it or did it attack you? Like, how is there food behind your ear?
Yeah. Like, what?
Tasty.
So weird.
Thank you for being here. This is Gaming Morning Show. We have a list of the day coming up because we are asking you, as our topic of the day, how do you feel about caramel? Are you good with it, about it, bad with it on National Caramel Day? Let us know in the chat. We'll also elaborate on the Waffle House Adidas mashup and drones that create a giant QR code for one purpose in the city of Dallas. That story coming up in about 10 minutes from now. Here's our list of the day. This comes your way from dictionary.com, and we're choosing this list because Mike thinks it'll be funny. Should I just have the mispronunciation counter up for the duration of the list?
More than likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Okay. So we're at 167 as we start this list. It is because caramel and caramel are two different ways to say the same word, much like pecan, pequan, and I don't remember any of the other ones.
I'm sure there's a lot more.
He can't. This is from dictionary.com, as I mentioned. Let's see. Published July of 2020. We are going to share these with you. The first one on this list, in fact, is
1.
caramel. It's the one that we're talking about today. A sweet word, caramel can cause some pretty sticky conversations, write the author. Caramel, while others pronounce it 3 syllables, caramel, and then there's also caramel. Caramel, caramel, caramel. What's it Downs do?
He said pancakes. Like pancake and crepe, exactly the same.
A crepe is not a pancake.
Let them know we don't take that kind of stuff here.
I'm sorry, Downs. You are no longer eligible for Billy Thundergun Award because I can't look at any of your old messages. I probably can. It apparently is a French word and also Spanish for burnt sugar and Spanish caramello. By the way, Carmelo, a very underrated candy bar, just so you know.
2.
Number 2 is GIF, which is one that really bothers me because the most correct way to say it is GIF, because the person who invented the GIF said it should be pronounced that way, and he recently passed away, and so in his honor I'm going to accept that is the most correct way because he said so. Although It stands for Graphics Interchange Format. So why wouldn't it be GIF? Because the G is short for graphics, which has a G sound. So I always say
starts with a G.
My favorite interaction was someone on Twitter said it's pronounced GIF, and they sourced Steve Wilhite, and someone replied to that on Twitter and said no, it's pronounced GIF, and cited the inventor of the letter G, and it was great.
It's true though. Like UPS, you don't call UPS like National Parcel Service. United.
Yeah. I always say GIF. I think it should be GIF, but I do have to recognize that the person who invented it said he thought it should be GIF.
G-I-F.
It's that G, GIF.
Yeah.
There's a reason
Graphics
that he
interchange format.
There's a reason he did programming and not spelling.
3.
He wasn't an English major. He was a computer major. The next one, I don't really get this one. VASE, vase. There are a variety of ways to people pronounce vase. There's vase, rhymes with case. Vase rhymes with days. Vase? And vase rhymes with cause. Which one
And you
is
have
right?
to say that one like that.
Most people in the United States pronounce it vase. But if you want to be fancy, go ahead and say vase. What?
Wait, was
It's
that what
vase,
it says?
all right. Yeah, vase. Of course, it's French. Everything's freaking French. Aubergine, whatever.
Sorry.
4.
Gotta go get my vase after I'm eating my Jif peanut butter. Mauve apparently is spurs some controversy. You could say mauve with a short A sound like father, or you could have rhyme with stove, mauve. I've never once ever.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stand in your way.
Need you to mauve.
Move out the way. What? The
So,
color?
All of these I've heard so far, up until this one, I've never heard anyone say mauve.
No, I haven't.
It's probably French.
Huh.
Yep, there it is. It stems from the French word mallow. What?
I want a marshmallow.
What the?
Mauve.
5.
I want a mauve mallow.
Number 5 is jewelry, which can be pronounced multiple ways, with 2 syllables like jewelry, or with 3 syllables, jewelry, which jewelry.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Yeah, only people who mispronounce things incorrectly say words like jewelry.
Jewelry. It sounds like a villain from like a show. Giant jewelry. Oh,
Jewelry.
6.
Oh. What? Goodness. Number 6. Often. Good. Another one. There are 4 pronunciations in case you weren't sure, which includes often, off-un, off-ton, or of-ton. Of-ton? Can these guys get their mispronunciation counter? Because this is really of-ton?
I think it's often or... Oh, no, I don't know.
It's either
in my head it makes sense.
Okay, Sean, say it.
Often. I usually don't pronounce the T. Like if I'm speaking, if you give me the word and say how do you pronounce it, I'd probably say often. But then if I'm saying it in a sentence, I'm probably not saying often.
Ryan, say it.
Often.
Often. If you're from New Jersey, it's the aw.
I think we're unpacking some things about ourselves right now.
We're gonna go often to the store.
This one is almond, or pronounced almond, or almond, as well as almond. Hey, who knew that pecan wasn't the only nut that had 3 different pronunciations? pecan, pecan, and pequan. Almond.
Almond.
8.
Number 8 is sherbet.
Oh,
Here's
no.
another one most people have been pronouncing wrong their entire lives. Sherbet. There's no R in the second syllable. It's not sherbet. You don't need to put one, and you don't need to put one in when you're pronouncing the name of this yummy frozen fruit-flavored concoction. It dates back to Turkish and Persian with the word sharbat.
It
will always be sherbet.
Always.
Sherbet.
What did Ernie say to his roommate? Say it, Mike.
Yeah, they bring their own
Do it.
scales.
Sherbert.
Sure.
9.
We bring
9.
9. I don't even know what this word is.
Bob likes it.
Akai? Asai? Aki? Speaking of fruity things, let's talk the whatever this word is. The vibrant purple berry comes from a palm tree found in Central and South America. Why isn't palm on this list? Palm, whatever. Called the Euterpe oleracea. The health benefits of the A word, as well as the pretty A word bowls peppered social media accounts, have led to the fruit's recent popularity. How do you pronounce the superfood? Well, it should be acai, or acai.
Chris
M.E.
Yeah. There's no hard C, nor does it rhyme with by. Great. This one's Portuguese. This is not French.
1.
I'm just gonna call it the A one.
The A word. You guys want to have an A word bowl today?
Excuse me?
I just met you.
I just want to give you an A word bowl. I'm so lost. What are we talking about? The A word in a bowl.
I'll make it for you. You can eat my A word bowl. Foyer. Or foyer. Or foyer. Foyer. It's a word, and it's like the lobby of a theater, hotel, or apartment house or something. That is a confusing list, but I only had one mispronunciation the whole entire time. If you want to know what it was, I said author wrong.
Hearsay.
Did say hearsay earlier, that's for sure. That's for sure. All right, there you go. Ryan can't say pequan correctly, or like 150 other some odd words. But hey, some other people can't say some other words as well. So let's see what they are. Over under Ryan pronouncing them correctly. 3 thoughts. Anyone? I was under. I was proud of myself. All right, Sean's gonna go do some stuff. So say goodbye to Sean and Bear. We will miss you. But coming up tomorrow night, GMS special edition of GMS Plays. It's Fudge Village. It returns. So we'll be there for that coming up on.
The wrong way. I have to. The door's this way. I'm sorry.
I'm going the wrong way.
I'm stuck.
Go have a word bowl this morning. Gross. It's good to have you back, Mike. Mike's back from vacation to Florida at 7:39 right now. How was it overall? Was it everything that you had hoped and more?
It was great. It was super, super helpful. It recharged a lot. I'm excited going forward about many different things in life, so I'm pretty happy.
That's awesome. I'm happy you
It was
got
pretty great.
away with family. I'm sure that's always fun. You had a chance to go to a place that makes you feel like you're a kid, I imagine.
Well, and that was the crazy thing, right? Like, I was, ever since I was like 5, the only 2 things I wanted to do at Disney World were go on Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion. I got to do both.
Yeah.
And it was incredible.
Because I was going to say, the Haunted Mansion, that's my favorite one. And you had never been, but you had been to Disney prior, or just never had gone?
First time at Disney. So
that's awesome.
And then we got to see one of the most amazing firework displays I have ever seen.
That's cool.
So
that's cool. Yeah, we took like 2 family vacations growing up, and one was to Disneyland. And my father, the only thing that I remember him saying that he wanted to do was go to Pirates of the Caribbean. It was closed.
It was
when we
cool.
were there.
Oh.
I don't think he's been back.
The little kids weren't huge fans. They're like, it's scary. I'm like, it's not that. I mean, it wasn't really that scary, but I mean, the scariest thing I think was there's like a drop, and you don't see it coming. You're like, ah, and that's that. But
was Michael
cool.
Bolton there? Jack Sparrow. We must have watched different Jack Sparrows. Weird. Let's get the news. See what Maiko's tracking at this hour.
What is Maiko tracking? I am tracking an alligator. Just kidding. Our friend Ben Hooper at UPI tells us about a Texas drone business teaming up with an online content creator to create a giant QR code over Dallas to rickroll the entire city. Digital content creator Jared Gines, best known as the creator of the epic Nerf Battle series of events, teams up with Fort Worth-based drone company Sky Elements to put on a giant QR code in the night sky over Dallas. People on the ground who scanned the QR code with their phones were taken to the YouTube video for Rick Astley's song "Never Gonna Give You Up," class an online prank known as a quote-unquote rickroll. That's right, Dallas, you were witness to the first ever drone rickroll in history. I thought you'd get a kick out of it, Guy said in a Facebook post. Sky Elements posted a video to YouTube showing some behind-the-scenes footage of how the QR code was created by an arrangement of drones and the reactions of people on the ground. I am of two thoughts about this. One, it's really funny because it was a rickroll, and that's always funny, right? But two, this is a little scary as well, because that just as easily could have led to some sort of virus or some other something that would not have been great. So I can move my wheels. Are we playing? Oh no. Okay. But yeah, it was. I mean, it's cool. I think it's fun, but I mean, it does make you a little nervous for what you could potentially do. It's like the deep fake thing.
Oh,
however,
I was saying, what are you talking about? You mean when people had scanned it, it could have been a virus?
Yeah. Or it could have been something that cracked into your phone or device and really messed something up, or so the potential for that is terrifying. However, it's very, very funny that they use a rickroll. So
yeah, I hadn't thought about anything serious to come from it. I was with Tal. You have to watch the video if you haven't seen it, because it is pretty neat to see what they can do with drones. This isn't the first thing that's done the drone formation, right? In fact, there's some thinking that drones might be a better way to do fireworks, because fireworks are not as good for the air, right? So if drones are better, and I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that as a possibility, then I've kind of been into this whole idea of drone formations. But yeah, Caleb goes, anyone who scans a random QR code in the sky on April Fool's Day deserves their fate. Honestly, I probably would have done it. You know what I did for the first time in forever? I was going through some old email, and I had apparently been included on a mailing of a link by somebody years ago, because I was looking for someone's old email address. And so when I got this email from them back in 2014, I apparently didn't delete it or mark it as spam or something. And so I was looking for this person's email address, and I found an email from them, and I just clicked on the link because it was from so long ago. I was like, oh. So word from Hefty, if you get a spam email thing, just delete it right away, because then you don't have to worry about accidentally, screwing up later on in life.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, right? I remember, but I remember back when there wasn't previews for that stuff, so you could send an email, and it was actually kind of funny, because people would open up and then it would just be the video. But now it's everything has a preview, so it kind of screws it up if you just hover over it. But no, I mean the drone thing is really cool. They would send up a couple of drones at Disney, and I think they were for maybe recording purposes. Because we could see the Magic Kingdom, we could see the Magic Kingdom and the Epcot fireworks show from our condo, and there'd be like 3 or 4 drones in different spots, and I'm assuming it was to record something and not some like I don't know what else it would have been for, but it was pretty neat. It was pretty cool to see. And they would fly back to Disney when the show was over. So it was really cool to watch. But I mean, was it this year's Olympics?
Yeah.
Maybe it was when they were in Tokyo. They had like a crazy like drone display.
I remember seeing one this year.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They might
it
have
was
had it in
super
both.
cool.
Apparently, Tal was talking about watching the Captain Jack Sparrow micro.
Oh, gotcha. I can't jump up high enough.
You just fly up there, Mike. You just fly up there.
Just fly.
Knowing how QR codes and implementation works, it's impressive it actually worked using only drones. Good job.
Yeah.
Herbs. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to have a pretty fail-safe like pattern that you knew would be picked up correctly. So,
I mean, honestly though, with the way drones are, like it's not surprising because the intricate patterns that they could do are so like it's incredible the detail they can get with them. So, and QR codes aren't super complicated, so.
Dungeon Master KJ, maybe monitor for fire safety. Maybe the drones might have been being used for that.
Or maybe they were just recording me on my patio. It was actually
All
the FBI.
It's finally time. No, we have to tell you. So we were producing a vlog the whole time you were gone. So
Nice. Hopefully you weren't between the hours of 12:30 and 1 a.m. Because I was sleeping. And that would have been really good.
that was some of our favorite footage because you spoke in your sleep.
I wouldn't be shocked. So I sleep with a CPAP machine because I'm big. And I brought everything with me, but I forgot the tube.
Oh, no.
Because I cleaned it out the night before we left. And I hung it up, and then I forgot it. So every once in a while, Megan would be like, you just make weird noises, and I have to smack you. So she would like hit me and wake me up, and I'd have to roll over. At least that's what she said. I think she just hit me for fun.
Just an excuse to be able to smack her husband around a little bit.
Sucker! Ow! What are you hitting me for? Because I'm awake. You're making weird noises. I was talking.
Hefty's son likes to sneak into our bed in the middle of the night still. And so did so last night. And sometimes, not every time, but sometimes we'll take ownership of the covers. And so I woke up this morning and I was pretty much completely uncovered, which is fine. But Hefty wife didn't know I was awake, and she covered me back up. I know that's not for what I said. I know that's for the monster. Do you like it?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. you have to get that, Mike.
But you see, okay, so say she covered you back
She
up.
covered me back up.
That's so sweet. My wife gets mad at me for saying, "Oh gosh."
I was gonna say, you just let him score again so you could see the celebration, but that wasn't the same person.
Yeah, it's not the same one. Yeah, no. Megan and I use separate sheets, and we made sure when we were at the condo, we're like, "Can you make sure you have 2 separate sheets for us to use?" And we're like, "Sure." And Megan had like 14 layers on, and I had just a sheet.
So, why don't you just do the whole like separate beds deal? Wouldn't that be
Megan has
simpler?
actually said that before.
Yeah.
Oh,
We need
no
to let
magic packs.
we need to let the Mullen stock MULN stock person score. That's the one who has the.
I'll just wait till he touches the ball, and then I will take it and bring it up.
Mike just runs it in for you.
I was playing the goal, loser. Because I mean, honestly, our bed is essentially 2 separate beds. It's like a mega giant king where, like, we don't touch unless like we're trying to touch. Like, if we're like Megan's like cuddling, then it's one thing. But like in the night, you just like roll around and nothing.
Because we don't touch anymore. Like we used to.
A Charlie Puth song.
Yeah.
Charles Puth.
Yeah, Charles Puth is taking over my damn Instagram Reels feed. It's, I think, all of his TikTok stuff, but
Oh, no, is that the right guy? No.
doesn't matter. We're losers. It's 7:50 West Coast time. It is 10:50 out on the East. It is 3:50 for those watching GMS in the UK.
I had a word in my finger. There it is.
If you haven't already, you can go to our Twitter at WatchGMS, and you can let us know how you doodle your ooze, because that became a point of discussion in our in our Discord.
None of your business.
The other day. So, all right, if you want to join our Discord and you haven't already, that is the place that you can go. It is time at 7:51 for sports, and I actually had a pretty epic sports evening last night, which was enjoyable. Only because the game ended up being a win. Had we not won, I would have been frustrated. But your Calgary Flames got a victory yesterday in the battle for the Pacific Division. It wasn't going to be for the lead, but it definitely would have made things tougher. Calgary defeats LA, the Kings, 3-2. And it was a good game. It's just that it started at 7:30. Most of the Calgary games are nice because they're mountain time, so they start at 6:30. And I usually get to bed around maybe 9:45 or 10. I didn't go to bed till like 11:45 or 10:45 last night because the game was intense. It was a really, really good hockey game. There wasn't a lot of power play goals. It was pretty physical, but it didn't get out of hand. Both teams had moments where they definitely were, controlling the puck and controlling the game. It was a really well-played hockey game. So. But 3-2.
Go hockey.
You gotta get into it, Mike.
Yeah, sports.
Okay.
I don't know. I've just never been a big hockey
Anyway,
guy.
so now your Flames have a 5 points lead in the Pacific Division, and Calgary still has, I think, 3 more games to play than LA. So that could be a good or a bad thing, depending. So, yesterday also was the national championship game for the men's NCAA tournament. Kansas defeats UNC 72-69.
Nice.
Great.
I was gonna say, did you watch the national championship game? But you were
I
driving.
was in a car. Yeah, no, I didn't. I honestly didn't even know it was yesterday, and I didn't watch it at all.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, I watched the hockey game.
Well, I didn't watch anything. I haven't watched any of the tournament, so.
Yeah, and I don't really get too much in the NCAA tournament anymore either, because college basketball, working in sports too, like I'm so focused on different levels of college basketball. Anyway, but even aside from that, like the teams kind of just don't really have like the same people year after year. Transfer portal's part of that. The one and done kind of thing is part of that. So I used to like when you had this team that was together for like 2 or 3 years, and then you got to know them a little bit. And now it's like, who's on our team this year? Like the Kentucky and me. Like I gotta look it up every year. So
And that's the thing, right? Is like I don't, whatever.
And
it was cool. The Peacocks made their little run, so congratulations, you did your thing. But like outside of that, I don't care.
well, and I think also my passion for hockey over the last 20 years or so kind of shifted me out from watching midweek college basketball to watching midweek hockey during this, because the seasons run pretty much the same time. So, did the Mets win last night?
Yes and no.
Ooh, tell me more.
They tied.
Wait, what?
Yep, they tied 3-3 with the Astros.
Oh, yeah, spring training games.
Yeah, they're like, whatever. We're tied. You want to play anymore? Nah, do you? All right, cool.
We're tired.
Yeah, this is really it's hot down there. Man, it's hot. It's crazy. Like, what? It's 90 degrees, 92 degrees. It's hot. They don't want to play. Speaking of the Mets, Todd Frazier retired. He used to play for the Mets.
He did?
Now he plays for the nobody.
Wasn't he a longtime Reds player?
Yeah, sure. He's played for like 5 teams.
Really?
Yeah, he was a Yankee. He was a Met. He's probably a Cardinal. He probably played for the Marlins, Giants, Hot Dog. I don't know. I just know he played for the Mets, and everyone called him the Todd Father, and that was really cool.
One other hockey note, franchise single-season record for Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs has 54 in terms of goals, tied the franchise single-season record. Toronto beat Tampa Bay 6-2. Baseball news, Detroit acquired Austin Meadows in a trade with Tampa Bay.
I was just going to say, like, wait, what? Same name?
Oh, my gosh. Austin Matthews and Austin Meadows. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And the New York Yankees have picked up David McKay from the Rays for $1, according to Associated Press. He signed with the Rays last month, missed last season following hip surgery. It doesn't give any more context other than it says the New York Yankees acquired right-hander David McKay from the Tampa Bay Rays on Monday for $1.
What?
Sounds like you're playing Monopoly. And you're like, I'll buy Baltic Avenue from you for $1.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ugh, that's ridiculous.
The Philadelphia Eagles have traded 2 first-round picks in this month's draft to New Orleans. Number 16 and number 19 go to the Saints, along with a 6th-rounder. The Saints give number 18 a 3rd-rounder, a 7th-rounder this year, and then a 2023 first-rounder and 2024 second-rounder. So now the Eagles will have 2 firsts this year and then likely next year as well.
Sure. I don't know.
For more on this, we go to our Eagles analyst, draft expert, Mike O. What do you think they'll do coming up later this month?
The Eagles really like trading for draft picks and then not making good picks, so it works out wonderfully. We can pick another quarterback or wide receiver or punter. We should pick a punter, actually. Our punter sucked last year.
The Optimistic Eagles podcast with Lucas Mike O.
Well, it's just so weird because, like, so Howie is our I almost said Howie Mandel. Howie Mandel is our GM. Howie Roseman is our GM, and he really likes draft picks. So he's like, I'm just gonna get 79 of them, and then he drafts like terrible people.
Brenda goes, or maybe baseball players need to start wearing shorts on hot days. Those uniforms are so heavy.
Yeah, I mean they're not light.
If it wasn't for sliding, I think you could get away with shorts. But man, sliding, oof,
yeah,
that hurts.
Sandburn, no bueno.
Brenda goes, $1 for Baltic Avenue, no deal. That's true. I've heard that like those 2 spaces, the 2 right next to the go section, are very valuable in Monopoly. They're like underrated. We could tell you for sure, but we've never finished our Monopoly game. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's still just sitting out there, I think, right?
I am JF Downs. Wait, is Chris here? Does he know? Yeah, Chris. I mean, I imagine Chris knows. He may not be here, but he was still on the air yesterday when the hockey game started. But yeah, that was a big game. And instead of a 1 point, if the Kings had won in regulation, they would have been 1 point out of first place. Now they're 5, and so that's definitely a bigger deal. But you know, LA also won a game that they might have, you know, on paper should have lost in Calgary last week. So you could have flip-flopped those and you'd be in the same spot. So.
Well, they're not the Mets, so
come on out and meet the Mets.
Or the Devils. I meant the Devils, not the Mets. Wrong sport.
It's all right. You drove all night, and you have slept for what, 3 hours? Maybe? And that was a while ago?
I slept. I woke up at like 6. I've been driving since. I was driving since then.
Hey, I'm just happy as hell you're here. So, Tal said, man, I hated when they started using that brick dust. If you don't have ankle-length pants, it would tear you up.
Yeah, it's not. It's no good. It's very bad.
Brendan's posing, which will end first, Resident Evil Village, Fudge Village, or Chris, Ryan, and Theo's Monopoly game? I actually think that Digital Dot Games was in on the Monopoly game at first, and I know Downs is involved too, so...
I don't know. I think I was in there at some point. Who knows?
Well, we'll see. I think Village might have a chance, because tomorrow night, it's Fudge Village. It returns. We'll have details on times on our Twitter and in our Discord. So if you want to know more about Fudge Village, the return,
Fudge,
it's coming up tomorrow night. That is after GMS After Dark with Look, It's Mike O, Mike Wilkins, and Papa Paz. We talk mental health and play Canadian or American. Next hour, More bear news. This one is about a doorbell camera that recorded bears rooting around an Ohio couple's porch. That story is coming up. We'll tell you all the days of the days that today is, including our topic of the day, National Caramel Caramel Day. It's only one of those, but we're going to use them interchangeably. We have that coming up. Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming, Renews, Clip of the Day, Takeaways that were pretty okay, and Community Games. When we come back on the other side of the break, it is Tuesday, April 5th, 2022, and we give away Jank Brain, our GMS name of the month for January, when we return.
That's true.
Thanks for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Spaces, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
Tell your friends, tell your mom. Gaming Morning Show is on 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, come Monday through Friday and sometimes after dark. The daily theme with a question mark. We got gaming news and sports and Bob. Hefty, Austin, Mike, and Sean, the heartthrob. I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Buttsicord. Mug Life. Who's up for some peanut butter and cheese sandwiches? Like Hefty says, here at GMS, we strive for the bare minimum. Remember, if you're getting food, you must show and tell when you come back. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, community games. Don't let the person hanging from the balloons fall into the monster's mouth. And GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Become a Patreon. And join our Discord. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 3. Right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. It is Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. Coming up in just a little bit, we will pick out our winner on the Wheel of Names for the January 2022 Name of the Month, Jank Brain. We also have some extras to give away for that as well, so stick around. We will do that here in a little bit on Gaming Morning Show. That is Look, It's Mike O on the left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. We appreciate you hanging out with us over the course of today, because today is National Caramel Day. It's delicious. That caramel, it's all sticky and sweet and I'm apparently very unenthusiastic about caramel, even though I like it.
I mean, it's not bad, you know.
I don't ever crave it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I kind of feel the same. Like, and maybe I don't know if it's because like as I get older, like I just don't have a desire for like super sweet things. Like I'll eat something, but I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, I also think it's because it's not like readily available except for in, you know, candies or something. Like you could get caramel M&Ms or something like that. But it's not like you can run into your kitchen really quick and whip up a batch of caramel. Like that seems like it's an endeavor, right?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you can try. I mean, I'm 99% sure that caramel was invented by accident. You know? Like someone just left sugar on the stove too long and they're like, this looks terrible. Huh. Maybe I'll lick it. You know, like, what? Whoa, what? No, I'm going to do it. Like, don't do it. I'm going to do it. Oh.
What happened to the thing I was making?
Wait, what? No, that was good. It was delicious. Yeah.
The elasticity. Caramel. Jack is here. Dungeon Master KJ. Hey, it's Brendan _TTV and many more. It's time.
Welcome in, Final Hour crew.
The Final Hour crew is here, in fact.
Hello, FHC.
Dungeon Master KJ, RHS Jack here, along with Hey, it's Brendan _TTV, ambassador to the Final Hour crew. Tal is here. I am JF Downs. It is good to see you as you've been with us throughout the course of the morning. Kalaf, our head of research and development, has been hanging out with us. Kate Zaid opened up the pre-show crew with Scott Chick and Downs, which is very exciting. Groggy or Die has made an appearance this morning. Wu Dang Pig told us about birthdays and some other things that were going on throughout the course of the morning. Superphonic, who sang that theme song that you might have heard just a moment ago during the break. Even Prototype had popped in to say hello. And we appreciate everyone who's been with us on this Tuesday edition of Gaming Morning Show. Caramel, we want your opinion on that. We did tell you about the Lucky Charms that might apparently be giving people some gastrointestinal issues. Again, allegedly, iwaspoisoned.com. No one has told me otherwise. I didn't see it on any more well-known news outlets, but this apparently was trending this morning. So was Waffle House and Adidas, according to Dallas Observer, in a collaboration only a true Southerner can imagine, according to the article, and perhaps appreciate. Waffle House has cooked up a new shoe with Adidas to celebrate the 2022 Masters tournament. Based in Georgia, where the Masters is held, Waffle House is a Southern institution. Per the news release from Adidas, the design philosophy behind the Tour 360 X Waffle House shoe, was to combine the classic ingredients of Waffle House with one of golf's, quote, most iconic shoes.
I mean, it doesn't look that bad, actually. Yeah, it does have the checkers that kind of look like a waffle.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll post this
Yeah,
link.
it look really good. So. I like it. Let's see.
There,
I mean, they're great.
You said you saw them all over the place on the drive home.
The waffles?
The shoes, they were all over the place.
Yeah, all over. The Waffle Houses were everywhere. It was bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Yeah, like, I don't know what it is. I mean, the Waffle House in Georgia are like, they're like peas and carrots. They're like waffles and syrup.
Isn't that a Forrest Gump line, the peas
Yeah,
and
it
carrots?
is. Yeah, they look really cool. I mean, I'd wear them. I mean, minus the fact that they say Waffle House. That might discourage me where I am.
I mean, listen,
But other than that, they're great.
I've never tried Waffle House, so
Me
until
neither,
I try it,
same.
I gotta give it a shot. So
We had a lot of IHOP on vacation.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we're like, we don't feel like cooking tonight. What do you kids want? They're like, IHOP. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Oh, it's good to know your kids. Were they getting breakfast from IHOP, or were they actually getting like dinner items?
Oh no, they wanted breakfast. Yeah.
I don't know if
My oldest got a burger.
Oh, really?
It looked really good.
There was a moment in time where they tried to do like an International House of Burgers rebrand.
I saw that. It was terrible.
Allegedly, it was a joke, but we never will know. So
I will say I got a brunch burger, and it was freaking amazing. It has, what are those things called? Hash browns on the bottom with a burger patty on top, with some bacon in there, and then also a fried egg. And then there was, I forgot what the sauce was, but it was so good. I was like, this is delicious.
One of my
I was
favorite
quite surprised.
burgers of all time actually has a staple breakfast food. It was in like a small restaurant called the Extravaganza Burger, and all it was a double hamburger, but it had a sausage patty instead of both beef. So sausage patty, cheese, beef patty, cheese. It did come with bacon, and then it had really good. Like I have the stance that a good burger is made by the vegetables that get put on it. Like if you have crisp onion and lettuce and a really like well sliced tomato, then a burger is significantly better than without those things.
Ugh. Don't put onions on my burger.
Oh, onion on a burger is great.
Ugh.
Okay. Of course, it had no sauce because just that'd be ridiculous. But
The best way to eat onion on a burger is to take it off and throw it right in the trash.
you don't like onion, period, or just in burger?
I hate onions in all forms, except powder. Onion powder is fine.
Yeah, I like a nice red onion on a burger. So
We'll be having burgers for dinner tonight. So
nice.
it's when it's your birthday, you get to pick your dinner, and my 15-year-old loves my burgers, so we're gonna grill up some burgers, assuming it doesn't rain. It was gorgeous on the drive home until we got to freaking Indiana, and then it was just raining. I was like, what?
I think that's just a post-vacation thing where, it's probably a lot worse, or not as bad as you think it is, but you're just like, it looks all drizzly and there's dark clouds over Indiana.
Oh, no, it was like raining. Like, dumping on my head.
Rain keeps dumping on my head.
My A-word bowl was just going crazy.
Oh, no. Please don't eat your A-word bowl. Gosh. Please watch the VOD. KJ says caramel is made with milk, so I can't enjoy it. There's company that makes it without it, but it is super expensive. Caramel is pretty difficult to make. A lot of temperature and time watching.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't imagine I'll be getting into caramel creation anytime soon.
No.
Kate Zay
Nah,
fully endorses the pre-show crew. It's the place to be. Groggy did make some food, so you were telling us that it's peanut butter banana waffles? ? What'd you make for breakfast? We have a rule. If you leave and you go make food, you have to show and tell when you get back.
Yeah, come on, Groggy. Come on.
You're a veteran of the show. What are you doing?
Seriously, you're not new here. You know how this works.
Jack says, I would wear shoes that look like waffles. It would be a statement. Well, fun fact, the original Nikes were actually built using a waffle maker.
Which is hilarious. I think it's so funny.
Yeah, they took a waffle maker and put it in like the back of the car and smashed some rubber together, and that's how you got the waffle pattern on the original Nikes.
And they said they were crazy for doing it. You crazy guys.
Well, what they really got looked down upon for was they made the shoes, but then they had some left over, so they actually sold them as waffles right there on campus. So
they just eat them. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be good. Just you have to let it digest, and it'll be okay.
Just a little bit.
Scrapple waffles.
Scrapple. Gross.
No, I'm not. No, Calaf didn't say anything about scrapple waffles. Calaf said those are pretty okay, actually, according to the shoes. But I had a feeling like Calaf was going to tell us about odd breakfast foods or something. Crispy onion straws are excellent, according to Calaf, and even Groggy prefers diced onions on burgers.
I'll agree with that. The crispy onion straws aren't bad. I just don't like raw onion.
Do you like the thing from Outback, the bloomin' onion?
Oh God, no, because it's got like real pieces of onion in there.
It's really an onion.
No, you gotta like fry the holy heck out of one.
Brendan goes, I throw out about half the onions usually, like 1 or 2 rings is fine. I don't need a whole slice.
You go to the store, you buy an onion, you come home, you toss it right in the trash.
I can't wait till your cookbook comes out.
I don't know why you would buy it, but
it'd be a very efficient cookbook because you would be able to use the same recipe over and over and over again.
Bring it home, throw it right in the trash.
That's what you could call the cookbook. Take this cookbook home and throw it right in the trash. That's good. That's good.
To print it home.
Groggy says, I made bacon, egg, and cheese bagels with avocado and garlic butter spread. Everyone off to Groggy's house this morning. Man, that's an endeavor you just went through.
Seriously.
I'm very impressed.
Crazy,
also
man.
Made a burrito bowl with chorizo and kale. Kale's
Wait,
good.
like now or
like once upon a time?
It's a lot of food there, Groggy.
Get in there. Scrapple and waffles are part of a balanced breakfast, says Caleb.
It's not even funny, Kyle.
Serious question though. Why didn't you touch Quiet I Am Gaming staying while you were out in Orlando?
With my youngest being sick, it really just kind of threw all the scheduling out of whack. So the only night that I had time to originally go hang out with Quiet was Wednesday night. Oh, really? And we had to go to... We ended up, on Thursday we had to go to Animal Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom opens up earlier than the other ones, so we had to leave like hella early. So there just wasn't time.
Did you get to sleep in quite a bit?
No. I think I slept in the first day we were there because I was up for like 30 hours. And then Sunday I got to sleep in a little bit. But that's when we had left Orlando and gone to the coast.
Nice.
Yes.
It's 8:20. Mike is back from vacation out of Florida. 11:20 East Coast, where Mike, was and still is because he's always been on the East Coast. And it's 4:20 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Groggy says, Indiana is always that way, though. There's always a dark cloud over Indiana.
Indiana sucks. So
Wow. Get wrecked.
not as bad as Florida, but they try real hard. They're like fighting each other.
That's they both end in duh.
Duh.
Whole lot of sauce in this cookbook, says Groggy. I don't know. No, I think you like sauce, so you wouldn't have a lot of sauce.
I love sauce. Oof. Yeah, sauce is my favorite.
Jack goes, caramelized onions. See what I did there? I got us back on track with a double-double. Let me go with words and stuff. But look at me go. Nice work, Jack.
Great job, Jack.
It's because today's National Caramel Day.
National Caramel Day.
And so that's why Jack was able to do that with onions.
Caramel.
A good caramelized onion. See, that doesn't roll off the tongue in that context. Caramelized onion. Right?
Caramelized.
So maybe that tells us all we need to know about the correct way to say caramel.
Maybe it doesn't.
Guess we won't know, Ryan.
You'll never know the answer to this question.
I love a good slather. Slather's so yummy. It's just so good. Slather. All right, let's play Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. We had a pretty okay day yesterday. We're up to 37 banked balloons on hard strength, which is nice. If you would like to know how good we are at this game.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
And we're going to start out with sports.
Shaquille O'Neal.
If it's not, I'm going to be mad.
Downs yesterday guessed you. I don't think it hit. And then we had like the most iconic moment in a long time in this, where Chris M.E. guessed guessed N. And I clicked the letter E on one vowel words, and it was the one vowel.
Oh my goodness.
It was very unusual.
That could have been terrible.
Hello with the FHC says, it's good to see you today.
Hello, FHC.
Guesses A, and that hit.
Q9er. Come in.
We are a morning radio show that plays games, and we have this question of the day while we're playing our community games. National Caramel Day. How do you feel about caramel?
I love caramel.
Oh, I accidentally hit P.
P.
Dislike. Says Sis, I am up in time today. Hey, we love when we get folks here just for the FHC, if nothing else. So thank you for being here for this edition of Gaming Morning Show. We do have GMS After Dark, so if you are not up in the morning, but you want to watch a GMS-related program in the afternoon.
Where'd it go? Come here.
I lost it. Then be sure to check out GMS After Dark with Look, It's Mike O, who is back and will be there to have Papa Paws there on the show.
Oh.
Yeah, I do need. Brendan goes, Ryan is throwing. I do need someone to save this, because if we lose our balloon streak because I accidentally hit P, we'd be frustrated.
Yeah.
So.
T.
I guess T. Triathlon, it was not by Kalaf. But it looks like it could be
some sort of O-on.
It's not battalion, is it? It can't be biathlon either. Decathlon. Groggy.
Doing H.
Groggy is. I gotta make sure I can spell. So is it? It's decath like a T, like a H, right? Yeah.
EECA.
Cracked.
You saved us. You saved us, Groggy and Kalaf. Oof. That was terrifying. You saved me. You didn't save us. You saved me. The ridicule I would have faced for weeks. You saved me.
You know what? That's true. It's multiple sports in one. It's not just one sports. It's a bunch of sports. At least dodecahedron.
Sis says, love caramel in small quantities and paired with something else. Yeah, like a nice dark chocolate caramel, or like the sea salt caramels are pretty okay.
Ooh, sea salt's not. If they put too much on though. It's not. That's not good.
Quiet I Am Gaming has checked in. It's good to see you, Quiet.
Hello, FHC.
Says S, and that did hit. In fact, I think we have all of our balloons still, as because Downs, Groggy, and Brendan's F have all worked out in our favor.
I bet Hefty can't even roll his Fs either.
T from Quiet.
It's the. Oh yeah, there you go. Ides of March. There you go. No, Ides. IDES. AIDS. Gatorades of March.
The Biscuits of March.
Yes.
Downs is cracked. Got that one. K-Laugh was right there as well. Chris M.E., good morning to you. Ambassador of the Final Hour crew.
Mayor of the Internet.
Downs. Not bad. Not bad. Famous characters.
Mickey Mouse.
M-I-C...
Seriously?
K-E-Y.
Why? Because it's a whole lot of money.
Quiet goes, Harry Potter.
It's definitely Shaq.
Shaq O'Neal.
Do you have any travel tips for those looking to go to Disney World or drive to Florida? Did you find out anything that saved you a significant amount of money?
No.
I was surprised, honestly, how apparently accommodating Disney will be when you do have hiccups in your travel plans. So.
Disney's awesome. They were awesome. Man, we went there and we're like, hey, our daughter's sick today. You know, we have the thing for today. Can we please go? Can we like change the schedule? And they're like, yep, absolutely. I was like, sweet. So they switched us to Thursday and we went on the safari and we did all sorts of other things. And then we did some other stuff and then some other things. And then, you know, things happened. It was great.
Chris M.E. says, I drank myself into a stupor because the Kings couldn't score a power play goal to save their lives last night.
By the way, it's Three Musketeers.
Maiko is cracked.
Throwing that out there.
Wow. Mike, oh, look at you.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris, I'm kidding. I don't drink midweek. Okay.
But yesterday was Monday.
You got a point. It's not midweek yet, is it?
What?
No, I was saying that was a very entertaining game, and as a Kings fan, I could imagine that was frustrating because the power play didn't work well last night. But I thought it was a really good game because there wasn't only a power play goals, like a lot of full strength goals. It was physical, but it didn't get out of hand. And I think, you know, technically you're not supposed to win in Calgary. You did. So you kind of just flip-flop those games. You're kind of where you might have been. But at the same time, yeah, getting within 1 point of first place would have been nice. So. Downs guesses Madagascar. Do you know anything about Madagascar, Mike?
I don't think anyone lives there. Yeah.
We've learned so much.
I don't think anyone's there. No.
The T from Caleb hit, by the way. We're up to 46 rather, banked balloons and hard strength.
Jeez.
It says the best is 50, and that's not true. It's like 269 or something like that.
Transylvania. Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Is it really Transformers?
Yeah, it's more than meets the eyes.
Transformers?
Probably. At least it wasn't like a specific, like, Transformers Dark Side of the Moon.
I guess that was technically a movie. I was thinking of, like, a toy, right? So.
Yeah, that's what most people would put it as. But we don't play with toys anymore. We just watch crappy movies over and over again.
Oh my gosh, we're having a screen detox with our son because he has become like hyper focused on Switch and shows.
Yeah.
And so we had to. We're in the middle of it right now. Today is day 2 of the detox. And
is it 4 days?
It's going to be a full week.
Well, you're not in the middle of it. It's like
That's
you
true.
and Chris have the same idea of midweek. Jeez.
We don't detox midweek.
We don't.
Chris, I mean, did y'all not read the Transformers book? I guess probably there is a Transformers book.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is a Transformers book. It's probably like a graphic novel and like a sticker book. I know for if there's definitely a sticker book. There's no way there's not.
Yeah. Optimus Prime stars in the Transformers.
Shing, 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 shing.
Today, there's a whole bunch of days of the day, Mike, if you would run us through those, because holy cow. I mean, this is one of the most populous days of the day that we've had since I think you left. It might be the most days that we've had.
Nah. There's one. There's one day of the day. You know what that day is? It's Saam Day of Action. Did we ever figure out what Saam was?
No, and it's
not
lowercase.
stay at home mom.
It's capitalized case, so it's SAAM. So I thought maybe it was an organization, but a lot of times those have all caps to them. So
It's National Sexual Violence Resource something. Why can't you work? 30 Days of Saam, sexual assault, and marshmallows? No, that's not even funny. I don't know. What we'll figure it out, and once we figure it out, we'll tell you.
K-Lab.
But either way, Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Yes! Quite, this is like the worst game of don't pop the balloons, but quiet wins. Sexual Assault Awareness Month is the month of April, which I think is the month we're in, right? Yeah. Anyway, so that's what that is. It's the Saam Day of Action, April the 5th. Also a good chance to tell you to go to Jennifer Ann's group and check them out. They're a great resource for this as well. But it's also National Library Workers Day. It is National Employee Benefits Day. First Contact Day, which is not about aliens. It's about a Star Trek movie. Gold Star Spouses Day. National Deep Dish Day. National Flash Drive Day. If you got a flash drive, you should take it somewhere. National Go for Broke Day, or you can just buy a really expensive flash drive, I guess. National Nebraska Day, because we all freaking love Nebraska. And who doesn't love Nebraska? Most people. National Raisin and Spice Bar Day. Apparently, this is like one food, so they're trying to hide the terribleness of raisins by throwing it in the Spice Bar. And it's also National Read a Mode Map. National Read a Road Map Day. And if you can actually read a road if you can read the atlas, go ahead and throw a Y in chat. If you can't, put an N.
Welcome back,
See what
Mike.
I did there? And also, more importantly, it's National Caramel Day. Caramel. All right, all you people putting Y. If I gave you a roadmap right now, you could find your house without using the internet or your phone. True or false? No offense, I'm gonna say false.
Man, why are you so bearish on people being able to use Atlas Sci?
Because we don't use it. We have our phones. Like all your things are in here. Everything is in here. You don't need an atlas.
No, it is true.
Right?
And listen, I use a map, my Waze, all the time, mostly because I don't want to run into unexpected traffic. Nothing peeves me more than thinking it's going to take 20 minutes to get somewhere and it takes 40. It drives me absolutely nuts.
I like Scott Chicker would have to be the correct roadmap. No, that's be like me giving like Scott Chicker a roadmap of Texas. And be like, all right, find where you are. I can't. See, I told you.
I absolutely can, says KJ. Move cross country using an atlas. KJ says, my dad put me on map duty when we went on road trips before GPS was a thing. And Down says we learned back in geography at age 6.
I remember as a kid, you'd go to AAA and be like, I'm going from Passaic, New Jersey to Washington, D.C. And they would give you like a pamphlet. And it would have like road by road directions. This was before the internet when I was a young man. And we were entertained by things like pickup sticks and marbles.
Marbles. Listen, I love looking at the atlas. I still do. I love looking at maps. We have a big world map that my wife just got from her mother.
Nice.
You know, it was something that was in her stuff. And so we're going to actually put that up on the wall as kind of like a focal point. She's just looking for a frame for it right now.
We have 2 maps up on the walls in the girls' playroom. We have one of the U.S. and then one of the world. And they probably looked at them like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. I remember my grandparents had a globe. I used to spend a whole bunch of time spinning that and then be like, what do I have to learn about the place that I just landed on?
Madagascar. Apparently 29 million people live there. Go figure.
Chris M.E. and KJ are apparently with you. Used to be able to get maps from anywhere at AAA's, as you mentioned. And then KJ said, yes! The in-person AAA custom trip maps.
And if you were a member, you got them for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, it's 8:36 West Coast. We're going to check in with Lucas Maiko and see what he's tracking at this hour in just a little bit. But first, it's time to give away our January 2022 Name of the Month. Now, there's some bonuses to give away with this, too. So everyone who entered, the instructions were on our Twitter at WatchGMS, plus all of our Patreon subscribers on the subscriber tier above are on the wheel of names for this. The first thing we're going to give away is we're going to give away a copy of Jank Brain, which is the game from the folks over at Log Games Limited. If you would pull up, Mike, on the Steam page for Jank Brain, I'll have you read the description for this game. But in addition to giving 1 copy away, Ron over at Log Games has sent us another key for a copy on the Switch.
I love Ron.
Yeah. We have an extra copy to give away on the Switch.
Jank
Brain. On Steam,
come
there's
back.
a description. Now, Log Games is also the creators of Epic Dumpster Bear. Now, you may not know that because we only talked about Jank Brain. But Epic Dumpster Bear was actually the first game, or not the first game, but it was the game before Jank Brain. And Epic Dumpster Bear 2 is also out now. And we have a code to give away for Epic Dumpster Bear 2 on Switch. So,
it's Jank.
Jank. Jank Brain.
I'm bad at spelling.
This was picked as our January GMS Name of the Month. We do this every single month, and we give them away. If you're a Patreon subscriber, like I mentioned, you can get double entries if you enter the Twitch or the Twitter thing as well. But this is a way that you automatically earn.
It came out in January. Go figure.
Weird.
So about this game, Jank Brain. Okay. Let's learn to read, Mike. Jank Brain is out for world domination. Using his massive intellect, Jank Brain wants to control the Earth by taking over the world's economy. Inspired by 16-bit run-and-gun platformers of the 90s, Jank Brain must tackle 55 challenging levels, including minecart, rocket pack, and boss battles. Discover secret exits and compete for speedrun medals as you play. Creamy, yet firm 60 FPS gameplay, tight control, secret exits and speedrun medals, challenging boss battles, and cinematics exploring Jank Brain's quest to take over the world.
So we're going to give a copy of it away. If you win the first one, which is for the platform of your choice, whichever one it's on. If you have a Switch and you want the Switch version, we'll go ahead and give you the Switch instead, and then we'll let somebody else win it. Because I'm concerned we may give a Switch code away to someone who doesn't have a Switch. We can kind of work together.
That'd be tricky.
Yeah. Mike, you said your favorite retro game on Twitter was Pitfall.
Heck yeah. I spent so much time playing Pitfall as a kid on the Atari system. It was a ton of fun. And I was trying to go with because Mario was great, right? And Duck Hunt was a lot of fun. But Pitfall, I think, was the first game that I sunk a lot of time into, mostly because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But also, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was thinking of, because I think in the description it said something about kind of more of like the run and gun style 90s platformer. And we didn't include that in our request on Twitter, but I was thinking of Contra. Like, Contra was my favorite, like, side scroll, just smashing the button kind of shooter.
Golden Axe is great.
That's a good call.
I like Golden Axe.
Tal on Twitter said Goonies 2 was Tal's favorite retro NES game. I've never played either of the Goonies games, but
Goonies 2? Interesting.
Yeah. So let's get the good old wheel of names up here, and we're going to give away a copy of Jank Brain on the platform of your choice to everyone who is a Patreon subscriber and entered our giveaway on Twitter. Bob, a drum roll, please. Our winner is Hey, it's Brendan _TTV. Congratulations to you, Brendan. So, Brendan, my first question to you is, do you want a copy on Switch? Because if so, I will just give you the code that Ron over at Log Games Limited gave us, and then we will roll again for platform of choice. So, Brendan, do you want Switch or do you want it on a different platform? Congratulations again and winning our Name of the Month for January.
That's exciting. And you don't have to play it on stream if you don't have to.
You can, but you don't have to. Yeah, it's okay.
Allow you.
Meanwhile, Jack's telling us that full-time job search news flash. I got a new job, and it's with a company we talked about this morning. Let's go, Jack! Congratulations.
Who did we talk about this morning?
Waffle House?
Jack.
It could be Adidas.
Please tell me you got a job. Please tell me you got a job at Waffle House. Please, please, please.
All right, so Brendan, I will reserve the Switch code that Ron gave us for you, and then we'll go ahead and spin again. I am going to just keep Brendan on there, and if you happen to get it again, we'll re-roll. All right, this is for a platform of choice, Jank Brain, our January Name of the Month. It goes to Scott Chick 360.
And Kyle, you
are
win
one of
just
life's winners.
the random award for being here.
You could be our April 5th last hour, final
Yeah!
hour crew Name of the Month. What?
You're our Name of the Month winner for April 5th.
So congratulations to Scott Chick 360. You have won Jank Brain on the platform of your choice,
Nice.
whatever it's available on. And
It
last
looks
one,
fun. It looks a lot of fun.
This is going to be for an epic Dumpster Bear 2 Switch game. Thanks to the folks over at Log Games Limited. Shuffle it one more time. Here we go. Your winner is Chrissy Icky.
Chrissy Icky!
Congratulations. You are
Look at
also
you.
one of life's winners.
Yes.
So there you go. We will get in touch with you on our Discord. Congratulations to Hey, it's Brendan _TTV, to Chrissy Icky, and to Scott Chick 360 on winning our prizes, part of the January 2022 Name of the Month giveaway. Yeah, Ron did not want to come on the show and talk, but was kind enough to donate those 2 codes. So we will share those with you, and we'll get in touch with the winners. Fulfillment should be able to reach out to you in 6 to 8 months. So.
Hope you weren't planning on playing anytime soon. Suckers!
It'll be Epic Dumpster Bear 3 by the time we get there. So, thanks. All right, it's now 8:44 West Coast time. Let's see what Maiko is tracking at this hour.
Hit the wrong button. You guys, speaking of bears and dumpster diving, Ben Hooper tells us about a doorbell camera that recorded something fantastic. What was it, you ask yourself? Well, an Ohio couple's doorbell camera captured the moment a curious bear wandered onto their front porch and went rooting around for snacks. The Ellsworth Township homeowners said their doorbell security camera recorded footage Sunday night of a bear walking up the steps to their front porch. The video shows the bear rooting around the couple's belongings and batting a bird feeder in an attempt to find some food. The couple said the bear left after a few minutes. A New Hampshire couple detailed their encounter with a similarly curious bear about a week earlier at their Grafton home. Melissa Champney said she and her husband awoke late at night, March 26th, to the sound of a bear that had wandered into their home through a ajar door and became stuck in their mudroom when the door closed behind it. Champney said the bear was able to escape when her husband went around the house and opened the door from the outside. That guy's got some balls. Because no thanks. Oof.
You're not messing with bears, huh?
How do you... Oof, no. Bears are not. I mean, bears are cute, but no. So yeah, these folks, they had some problems with some bears.
It's like
this is what happens when people feed bears. They get really comfortable and then they try to break into your house.
This is like that. Oh no!
Generally eat your...
Oh no! TikTok.
Yeah. Yes. You don't do that. That's bad. Bad news bears. Get it?
Bad news bears. Yeah, I mean, that would be really tough, I'm not going to lie, to have to try to do is to get the bear out of the house.
I'd be like, well, Bear, you live here now, so there you go. Congrats.
We just posted the Twitter account for Log Games. If you want to share some love, it sounds like everyone's pretty ecstatic or thankful for them to donate those extra keys. So that's super nice. The game designer says Brendan. And if you would like to say hello or follow or whatever, that is a link to the Log Games Twitter account. Look for our February 2022 name of the month, fairly soonish.
Is that a game?
It could be based on some of the names in the morning we pick.
I think that's gotta be one of the most fun things to do. Is to just name a game, because yes, you kind of want to have it to be somewhat of what you're playing, right? But at the same token, maybe you just make it a weird name, and then you just kind of go with that. Play it like a game called Poop Lord X. And what's it a game about? Well, it's about making cookies.
Scott Chick, I wandered away to attend a hungry animal. I'm going to have to ask, what happened? Yes, thank you, Chris.
You become the newest owner of GMS.
The owner
you
of
have
the
to
month.
pay the taxes on it.
The owner of the month.
Just so that knows, you have to pay all fees for any things we use, any programs. You also have to pay our salaries. Good news, it's 0, so that's good.
I don't know, Scott Chick. You need to see K-Laugh's salary.
That's what, you're right. Our salaries are 0, but Kyle's is a gabazillion.
I've never seen so many zeros in one salary before, and that's how many zeros that I've seen in K-Laugh's salary. There's just a bunch of them. So
it's at least 62 zeros.
At least, and it could be more. So I don't even know where we're finding all this money. I think Mike must be siphoning it from some foreign country or something.
We just go to people's houses and look through their couches.
Oh yeah,
So,
I forgot about the
change.
the savings plan.
Well, that's why K-Laugh also got a Cheeto last month. Yeah. This month you might be getting some M&Ms. Just saying.
Yeah, we just don't pay you in money. We pay you in deliciousness too. I mean, even the other day,
what we find.
Bob was telling me about his favorite M&M. Now that you bring M&Ms up, Bob, you said which one was your favorite again?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, it's definitely one of two varieties. It's either the peanut M&Ms or the peanut butter M&Ms. Now, if they could combine those two, that hands down would be my favorite. I kind of like the Crunch Bar looking ones. I don't know what those are called. Cookies and cream. Ugh, disgusting. And I don't like the salted caramel ones either. Traditional ones, I'd rather just eat Skittles. But okay, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to say peanut butter.
It's a good choice. You notice he said caramel, though.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and if you meant color, green, I guess.
Remember when there was just regular? There was chocolate M&Ms.
I went to Walgreens. I had to stop on the way home from working a sporting event last week, and inside there was Twix cookies and cream. So the hard part of the Twix was cookies.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Oh wait, maybe actually it was the more nougaty part, because the cookie part, maybe that was just a chocolate cookie or something.
It's so kooky.
It was good though. It's good. K-Laugh, I'm worth every 0. Yes, K-Laugh, from all of us at GMS, you are worth 0. Every 0. I'm sorry, did I say just 0?
All the zeros.
K-Laugh, you're the best.
Big juicy snacks. Tasha's. Yep.
Quiet says, well, now I want Cookie Crisp candy bar. As we know, the best Best hot cereal, Cookie Crisp.
What?
That was
Hot cereal?
That's something Sean said one time we were talking about cereals.
Oh.
Best hot cereals. Cookie Crisp.
I mean, if you like microwave it.
Well, I mean, they're cookies, so they're fresh out of the oven, right? That's how it works.
Yep. How did you know?
Scott Chick says, that is good. I can afford the salary. Oh, crap. Better win the lottery to pay for K-Laughs, though. Yeah, you're not going to like when we send you the books.
The invoice on that one, yeah.
Jack says, at the moment,
Nougat.
I have a lot of zeros in my bank account, but not for long because you just got a new job at maybe Waffle House. We're still not quite sure.
Did Jack ever tell us? Jack, you got to tell us where. It's like a rule. You got to show him. You don't have to tell us. You can DM me, though, on Discord because I'm actually really interested. I hope it's Waffle House. So in Florida, apparently, so in the South, right, in Florida, like it's like a legit thing, right? I mean, obviously it's a real job, but they like offer like a 401k. They have like college program, like it was crazy.
I didn't know that.
And
That's good to hear.
then there's the Buc-ee's place we went to yesterday was the same. They're like, we offer a 401k, 3 weeks paid first year, college tuition reimbursement, like $20 an hour. Megan was like, oh, we should just move here and you could go where? I was like, yeah, I could be a shift lead and make $25 an hour. Let's do it.
Sis goes, nougaty is such a fun word. Yeah, that's true. I like that one. It's right up there with doily for me.
So nougaty.
Doily's still my favorite fun word.
The nougat. Sis, isn't Buc-ee's like the most incredible place ever? I got like a half pound of beef jerky from, and it was so good.
And it's a gas station?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's like the size of a freaking like Walmart.
Yeah, many from
They
the
have everything there.
pre-show crew were excited about that place too.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's.
It's great because like you go and get gas, right? And then you're like, man, I have to go to this like party, and I forgot to get my host like a present. They have like all those signs that's like home is where the heart is and all the crap like that, you know. And then there's you get t-shirts.
Wow.
You can get a big old like a giant cup. You know, I was like, yo, and it smelled so good.
It's
Oh my goodness.
53 West Coast time, 11:53 out east, and is now 4:53 for those watching GMS in the UK. Thank you for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter Spaces, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. We will be back tomorrow, of course, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. And tomorrow is also GMS After Dark with Look It's Myco, followed by a special edition of GMS Plays. Fudge Village makes its return. We'll get you a time exactly on Twitter and Discord later on today or early tomorrow. We told you about a doorbell camera recording a bear rooting around Ohio's couple's porch. We told you about drones making a QR code that rickrolled the city of Dallas. And we told you about a truck spill of snack biscuits on a British road. Those are all stories from Ben Hooper of UPI. We talked a lot about Waffle House and Adidas, a mashup of shoes. We also talked about Lucky Charms, according to iwaspoisoned.com, maybe making people sick. So we're asking you, what are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What is something you learned from today's show? We'll have those in just a little bit. Right now, before clip of the day, it's time to get the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News. This is a recap of the video game headlines of the day. Here's Vice video game expert, Look It's Myco.
Oh, hey, fancy seeing you guys here. We are going to talk about some video game news while I put myself a little more in focus. Okay, great. You guys like PlayStation? You like when PlayStation buys things? Well, you're in luck, maybe, kind of, sort of. Because according to our good friend Ryan Dinsdale from the IGN, he tells us that PlayStation has more acquisitions planned. What? Remember, this is not an arms race, folks. However, we're buying more arms. Sony still has plans to purchase more studios despite acquiring Bungie and Haven within the last 2 months. The Interactive Entertainment president, Jim Ryan, not to be confused with Ryan Reynolds or Meg Ryan, said on the official PlayStation podcast that Sony's first-party success has allowed it to invest into more studios. What he said was, "We're in a really good place to buy more people's stuff and then take over their things." Haha, suckers. What a crazy quote from that guy right there. Next up, Johnny Carson, not the dead one, the live one, from Game Informer tells us that well, John Carson's not
John
dead,
Carson.
right? Oh, John Carson. My bad. I thought it was Johnny.
But still, no, that's great.
Well, the other one's dead though.
I know.
With Bob Hoskins.
But his name is John Carson.
According to from John Carson from Game Informer, Return to Monkey Island, guys, has been announced. Not only that, we broke the news to Ron Gilbert this morning that he's also involved. So, Ron, thanks for stopping by chat. We really appreciate it. Did you guys know that the long hiatus is finally coming to an end? I didn't know that. And the creator is coming along with it. So, in collaboration with developer Digital and Lucasfilm Games, Terrible Toy Box, is developing Return to Monkey Island, a new pirating adventure starring Guybrush Threepwood. That's correct. And just industry legend Monkey Island and Maniac Mansion creator Ron Gilbert will also join them, and he's going to be involved in the new franchise entry. Take a look at it. It's got some older games that came out in 1991 and 2009, and that's coming back, so that's kind of cool to see. And finally, according to Taylor Lyles from Egan, Taylor tells us about Valve clarifying when exactly you can finalize your Steam Deck order. The answer? Nobody really knows. If you are impatiently waiting to order a Steam Deck, I have some good news. Valve has announced that it's ramping up shipments on its portable gaming PC and has clarified when you can expect to finalize your order for the product. In a recent tweet, they said they're ramping up the handheld shipments. They've also noted they'll be sending out more order availability emails every week. Some weeks it will send out 2 instead of 1. 2 for the price of 1. They've sent out ones every Monday for roughly the last month. They did not say which month they would start doing this or anything else, really. They just kind of said, hey, it'll happen at some point. So if you really want a Steam Deck, just get a PC. I don't know. And also, speaking of video games, there's a couple of them that came out today, but only 2. Before we leave for the PS5 and PS4, not us, the game.
I thought you were segue.
No, before we leave the PS5 and the PS4, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is available for literally everything except for a Mac. MLB The Show 22 is available for all the things, again, minus a Mac or a PC, which is kind of a bummer. And also Replica Xbox One, which would be an Xbox, whatever. Anyway, Replica available there. In our most prestigious segment of the day or hour, in the segment within a segment within a segment within a hot dog, the name of the morning is Legal Dungeon, available on the Xbox One. Legal Dungeon. Happy birthday, Krista Allen.
I think I have a subscription to Legal Dungeon. Yeah.
Get all your legal things here at Legal Dungeon.
Our Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award goes to RHS Jack today.
Billy Thundergun,
not
Teammate
Downs.
of the Match Award.
Downs deserves it just because you timed him out, but
Well, he's making comments.
that's true. I mean, a crepe is
Rude
not a
comments.
pancake, so that's true. But Jack not only got a
Good job,
job
Jack.
today, which is awesome, but brought us back on track when we were kind of veering away from National Caramel Day. So congratulations to you, Jack.
Hugh Jackman. Go. Wait,
Our
what?
internal hosts Billy Thundergun Award goes to you, Mike. You drove all night just to get back on the show. I don't know. Someone has an award somewhere.
Returnal?
Did you say B-Turnal?
Returnal, the game.
Oh, Returnal.
Returnal. We the game.
Anyway, I missed you, buddy, and I'm happy you had a good, relaxing vacation, but we are so glad that you were back.
I'm stoked. I love being back.
What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What's something you learned from today's show? It's after the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look. It's the
What?
clip of the day.
Toot toot.
I like how everyone other than me has an elevator. Mike's gets into the newsroom, and Sean's apparently goes to the legal dungeon.
Oh yeah, they said everything's fine.
Okay, great.
I can do whatever once.
Cool. I think your elevator stopped short.
I shrank.
He's itty bitty. He's an itty bitty little Sean.
Sean.
6:40 on the West Coast.
Hi guys.
It's like when you were on my shoulder.
guys,
that one time.
I'm here too.
You were up here.
If Mike could stand up just a little bit, you'll look like that thing from Beetlejuice. In the waiting room. Little bit to your right. Little bit to your right. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that is so great. That's so great. You're perfect doppelganger for the person from Beetlejuice.
Works so well.
Oh my gosh. Nice nice teamwork there. Thank you, Johnny, for the follow on Twitch. Good morning to you, Ness. Thank you for being here.
Hello,
The
FHC.
Final Hour crew. Gonzo Gump, by the way, a very strong member of the FHC, also had checked in earlier when we were talking about Bucky. So good morning to you, Gonzo, too. If you're watching on Twitch, we're going to send you over to Carly Sings. Welcome, beautiful people. My name is Carly. I'm 25 years old, and I live in a tiny home with my fiance, Chris, and Brittany Spaniel, Bella, in Maine. I love to sing, play guitar and ukulele, and write music. This is a way for me to share that with the world. Thank you so much for listening. Carly Sings is playing music this morning.
Music.
So if you'd be so kind to go over there and say good morning from GMS, we would certainly appreciate it. Also, Kate Zaid will be getting on, if not already on, at 9:02 on the West Coast.
Heck yeah.
All right, what are your takeaways that were pretty okay, chat? What is something you learned from today's edition of Gaming Morning Show? And then we'll be back tomorrow, as we are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Find more about us at gms.watch on the internet. Mike, what is your takeaway that was pretty okay?
Bob Hoskins isn't alive anymore.
Oh, poor Bob. We'll miss
So what happens when you go down in the tubes? What are they called? Pipes. Yeah.
the tube pipes.
Koopa got him finally.
Yeah. Wait, was Bob Hoskins the actor who played Mario?
Yeah.
Okay, now I follow. Now,
John Leguizamo in
finally follow that
Luigi.
line of thinking. My bad. Ness says, so if you say Mike O 3 times, he will come and do the same as Beetlejuice, is what I'm hearing.
You give it a shot. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
If you send me your address, I might show up. I don't know. I drive a lot of places.
My takeaway that was pretty okay is today is the 82nd birthday of Johnny Cash's brother, Tommy Cash, who's a country singer.
Go figure.
Had no clue.
No idea.
All right, we'll do it again tomorrow. Please say good morning from GMS to Carly Sings, for Mike, for Austin, for Sean. I am Hefty Goof. It was so much fun to see you again. Thank you so much for being here. Mature audiences, we send you over there to Carly Sings, and we'll see you on Wednesday's edition, the weekend of the week, Gaming Morning Show.